Blog Talk Radio.
It's not going to hear the sound on that with the headphones on.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
And today is November the 16th, 2020, Monday. And we're going over the results of the All-Star Touch Football League.
Week 9. The Week 9 results.
With the Week 9 results. There we have it. It was an exciting, dramatic.
There's some good games.
Crazy.
Finally, there's really some entertaining games out there. There wasn't blowouts. There were actually decent competitive games.
Pull up the board. We have to applaud the elite, first of all. First and foremost, let's applaud the elite, plain and simple. All four teams. With nothing but exciting, close, dramatic football. And you know what? I'm going to applaud you, every last one of you guys again. You know, this is for all you guys. Absolutely, man. There was the drama in both of the elite games. Steel City versus the Prospects, and Camden versus Rock Bottom was definitely a controversial call.
Yeah, it came down to the last play of the game.
Last play of the game.
But I feel like the refs kind of stole that from Rock Bottom.
Me personally, I agree with you. I feel like the refs were influenced by
certain people.
I won't say certain people. I'll say the whole team. Let's just give the whole team some damn credit.
I mean, because I straight heard the whole team cursing out the one ref, you suck. Do you see anything? You're blind. What are you doing on the field?
I mean, a lot of the teams do that, but what I'm saying is, I feel like if you watch the video, you see CAMDEN in wrestling. When it comes to wrestling, it's called like a pop. Like when the crowd applauds, it's like they call that a pop. Like, oh, so. I feel like the pop from CAMDEN, oh no,
yeah.
I feel like that dictated exactly.
And the two refs were afraid to overturn it, so they looked at Kogel to make the call.
I feel like that dictated what they were going to their decision, because obviously they didn't see it, and at least they said they didn't see it. I don't understand. I'm watching it. I'm watching Mayor Wilson Good, aka the guy with the Martin Luther King mustache.
AKA
what's his name? I don't know his name. Daryl. Okay, Daryl. Daryl with the Martin Luther King mustache. Yeah. He
Daryl Fresh out there. He sees nothing, never at all. That's the thing he always says. I didn't see it.
Actually, I see him throw a flag. He did throw a flag in that CAMDEN. No.
You don't want to throw a flag?
No, in the CAMDEN Rock Bottom game, he threw a flag.
Oh yeah, and actually gave Rock Bottom the first down.
So yeah, he did, and that was I think that was fourth down.
Fourth down, they just turned it over. Yeah,
he threw a flag. So this is what. All right, you cannot say you did not see that play.
Everybody saw the recap on Facebook. I'm sure you did, but if you didn't, check out the footage on YouTube.
He cannot, I'm not criticizing him. I'm just telling him how he can do a better job. You cannot say you did not see the ball cross the line of scrimmage because you're standing right there.
2 feet in
you're
front of it.
You're the only person. So if you weren't watching Tyree with the ball, what were you watching?
And then whose call is it then? If it's not your call to make, whose call is it?
What's the other guy's name with the knee brace on? What's his name?
Ed.
That's not Ed. Is it Ed?
Yeah, Daryl, Sal, and Ed are usually on that field, but it was Kogel this week instead of Sal.
Kogel, yeah. So Kogel, all right, this is what they did.
Beaver, Sass, Holmes.
I don't know who that guy is with the knee brace on. His name might be Ed. I don't know, but
he's on the Bill babysitting field. Always.
Yeah. He's on the Braves field.
Yeah.
So you cannot. All right. He's watching. All right. He spots the cone. And then Kogel is on the right side of the field, is doing the time.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the back, Daryl, with the Martin Luther King mustache, What is he doing?
That's what I'm saying. If that wasn't his call to make, then whose was it?
How is it not his call to make?
Because they were both, I think they were both so afraid to make that call that they looked at Kogel to make that call, who was completely on the other sideline and didn't see it.
He did not see it.
He admitted he did not see it.
He didn't see it. But I don't understand how he didn't see it. Because I saw it. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, Tyree's running. And once
but there's a lot of people that jumped in the way. I couldn't see it from the back.
Once Tyree broke up field, once Tyree turns, he takes a snap. And not to mention that, I'm not hating him. You know what? Let's applaud Camden. Camden won the game. All right? Let's applaud them.
Technically, they won.
They won the game.
They won the game.
Even if he scored, they still have to either score an extra point or a 2-point conversion.
Or
so
overtime.
Whatever. However it may work, they won the game.
Yeah.
Tyree's breaking up the field. Okay. Not to mention Craig was offsides.
Right.
He comes early. If you watch it, it's one Mississippi, two Mississippi. Tyree takes off at 1 Mississippi.
Craig takes
off at 2.
Yeah.
Over the line, and he's chasing him. And then he blows the whistle.
He's already halfway there by the time the whistle's blown.
He's running. He's right behind Tyree by the time. Yo, that dude's like the Flash. I mean, for real.
Yeah, he is fast.
But Tyree's heading upfield. He kind of like pumps. I guess he was looking at, what's that, Nook?
Nook.
I think he was trying to, I think he was concerned about
right
Nook.
In front of him.
And then Nook kind of stayed with his guy. I guess that's what he was doing. I don't know. He never chases Tyree.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah. If you watching the video, he did. But he didn't have a good angle on him. So
Tyree turns the corner.
Craig wasn't coming.
Heading up the field, and he's reaching the ball over the line.
He dives over it. Yeah.
He's reaching, and then he dives, and then you hear that smack on his foot. It's a touchdown.
But
it's a touchdown.
That's why when we reviewed the footage, I asked you, does it count? Is it a touchdown from where his foot got tagged or where the ball landed?
It's a touchdown.
They're saying it's not because of where his foot was tagged.
It's where he's touched.
When
Craig touches his foot.
See, and
when Craig touches his foot, already fully extended.
Yeah.
Fully extended, like diving.
Yeah.
There's no way, and the ball was at the 2-yard line.
You know what? And
There's
is true.
no way that's not a touchdown.
Because they can't say that it was. He was tagged behind, because you're right. The ball was over.
The ball was over.
They were saying it wasn't a touchdown because of where he was tagged at. He was tagged behind the cone. So they were
not behind the cone.
He was tagged behind the cone.
No, he wasn't tagged behind the cone. He was tagged on his foot. He was tagged on his foot while he's extending. So
right. Coop did the same thing. Coop got tagged and reached up ahead in your game, but they gave him that extra yardage.
Okay, so listen, Tyree's reaching the ball over the touchdown.
Right.
And then he dives.
Technically, he should have got that yardage.
And then Craig tags his foot. They just act like they didn't see him reach the ball over.
Yeah, because they didn't want to deal with
the guy with the Mayor Wilson good mustache. The guy with the Martin Luther King mustache act like he didn't see anything.
Yeah, he never
now, how didn't you see it? So he said that he didn't see a tag. He heard a tag.
Yeah.
He heard a tag.
And
then the other guy, the line judge, Ed, I believe that's his name.
He looked at Kogel.
He said that he didn't see the ball cross. He said that he saw the tag. So if you saw the tag, you just didn't see where the ball was at. And then he defers to Kogel, who's on the opposite side of the field to make the call.
Yeah.
And Kogel don't care. He didn't. But Kogel was letting it. Listen, and this is no shot at Kogel, and this is Kogel. It's not Kogel's job to tell the team what the time is. The friggin' time clock got down to the game clock got down to 3 seconds, and Kogel didn't say a word.
But not for nothing, I do got to give him a round of applause, because I'll take Kogel over anybody that was at anybody. At least he was watching the game. At least he was into the game.
He's into the game. He's into the game. He's into the game.
Yeah, at least
he's definitely into the game. And you know what? Applaud him again, because I would say he's the better ref that I've seen. And I've only had him one time this season.
I mean, he's flagging the game.
Yeah. And he threw flags in the freaking rock bottom game. Yo, that dude wasn't set. This guy was this. This guy was offside. He was fucking calling plays. Applaud him again, please.
He's the only one that was actually out there doing his job. Kogo, you need to ref every week.
Because you know what? He
stuff
listens.
Like that will stop the Maurice and the ref
But
problems.
he listens.
Yes.
He listens, and he's watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's watching the game. These guys are out there not even watching the game. How don't you see if the ball crossed the plane?
And that's your job.
Yeah, that's your job.
That is your job to see. Like
you saw a tackle, but you didn't see where the ball was. How? You're supposed to be watching the ball.
The ref's famous answer is, "That's not my call to make. That's his call."
That's what they always say.
But he can't say that because it wasn't the guy in the middle's call, and it wasn't Kogel's call because he was the timekeeper.
No, it was the guy. That was the guy that was
his call.
On that side of the field, it was what's his name?
Nick, I think.
No, Daryl.
Daryl.
It was Daryl, Tyree, and Craig.
Yeah.
It was Daryl, Tyree, and Craig all on that side of the field, and yet he didn't see it. Yeah. How?
I think he saw it. I think he saw it too. Afraid to say
I think he saw it too.
He didn't want to deal with the backlash.
I think he saw it too. I think he saw it too.
He didn't want to deal with the backlash.
You know what? He saw Vinny catch a touchdown in our game the week before,
right.
And I'm like, did that hit the ground? He saw, that was a harder call.
Yeah.
That was a harder call than what this week was.
True.
And he was in the same spot.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like I thought the ball hit the ground. He puts his arms up. That's a touchdown. Oh, you have no problem calling that a touchdown.
Right.
But you had an issue calling Tyree's touchdown a touchdown.
No.
That's a touchdown, man.
I know there's been many.
That's a touchdown, man.
There make the whole show about the refs, but I know a lot of people have had issues with the refs. When we put the pictures on Facebook yesterday, in the comments, everybody had something to say about a ref who did this and did that. Like ultimately, the refs. I mean, I feel like the refs.
They're calling games. They're calling games.
Kind of lost the game for Rock Bottom.
They're calling games by not calling games.
I feel like they caused them. They gave them no loss. I feel like they lost. Maybe they would have anyway.
You know what?
But at least they would have went into overtime or something.
But listen, you cannot take away from the heart of a champion. And Camden played like champions. And so did Rock Bottom, yo. They did. I mean, it felt like honestly, to me, watching that game, it felt like
it was exciting.
Rock Bottom.
Oh, Rock Bottom's got the ball. No, Eden's got it now.
Yeah. It was like Rock Bottom was on like an uphill climb, but it felt like Camden was the better team.
Camden had more people. Rock Bottom had...
Just because you got more people, just because you have more people doesn't mean that you're a better team.
But no. But more people means that your main people don't have to play as much. Like, if Tyree had more people, he wouldn't be playing both sides of the ball, which takes a toll on you when you're playing offense.
It does.
And then you're expected to go out there and throw, like, the ball perfect.
It felt like Rock Bottom was on an uphill climb the whole game, but they finally get to the mountaintop, and the refs say that I didn't see it.
Yeah, and push them back down.
Touchdown.
Push them back down the mountain.
It's like, give me your hand. Give me your hand. I'm climbing. I made it to the top. Help me. Just give me your hand. Take my hand. And he's like, I didn't see your hand. Fall, motherfucker. It's like they put their head. It's like you're like trying to grab their hand. You're like, give me your hand. Give me your hand. And they like put their foot in your face and push you off the mountain. Yo, it's like they kick them off the top of the mountain after he finally gets there. Like, come on, man. You know what? The way Rock Bottom played and the way Camden played, they deserved a better outcome than that. That's how I feel. I feel like it was a touchdown. I feel like it should have came down to the extra point. If they stop them on the extra point, then good for Camden. And if they go for two and they stop them there, or if they get it, good for Rock Bottom, or good for Camden. Or if they go to overtime. Then, I just feel like I feel like that type of game deserves 4 refs, first of all, and that's just a suggestion. They need to actually have the top rated refs doing that game. The refs that are not intimidated by either team,
that don't know anybody.
Because it seems like I mean they know everybody. Of course, if you're repping this league, you know everybody. But I'm just saying intimidated, and when I'm saying intimidated, by letting like Camden call flags or Camden call plays
or not
Camden
flags because
or
you're
not
afraid
calling
of
flags
reaction.
or you don't want to like it felt like to me it felt like it was a touchdown, and they just felt like they were just like all right. They let Camden's influence, Camden's pop, or cheering. Oh, he stopped him, and saying that and just influenced it
because it was going to turn into cursing if they said it was a touchdown.
So if he didn't score a touchdown, then if there was 5 seconds left, where was the ball spotted then?
He was on top of the cone, literally.
Okay, so if he stopped them. Then where
was under his
no,
belly.
that's what I'm asking. If Tyree didn't score a touchdown on that play, where was the ball at then? Where were they spotted the ball? Where was he tagged at then?
Down?
Tell me where that was 4th down.
Okay.
Where was the ball spotted then? Where was the ball spotted then? If he didn't score, where was the ball at? Come on.
I guess the last time he saw it was on the line of scrimmage before he hiked it.
It was on the 1 yard.
Before it got checked.
Hold on. Let's not that. You know, it was tough. It was a tough play not to call. But how don't they call Craig offsides?
Yeah.
He's clearly offside.
He's offside.
He's clearly offside.
I mean, and that's the guy in the middle call. He called Kool-Aid offsides when he wasn't offside.
Yep.
Like so, that same guy. Called
I've seen these calls go against team plays on my team, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and this guy was clearly offside. Like he was running down the field before the whistle was even blown.
He was running after Tyree over the cone before the ball was the whistle was blown.
Halfway through the middle.
He went at 2, and I know he's fast. He's flash, but come on. That's just completely ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Then we also got to get into the whole Prospect Steel City thing.
All right, we didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna do rock bottom, and then we'll move on to that.
I don't want to over talk it.
No, we're just gonna do it, and then we'll be done with it. Now, but we didn't see it. I told Ken to stay and record it, but because I went to go grab my camera out of the car, but she came. She wanted to get something out of her pocket, or whatever. So we completely missed it.
And then we come back and find out.
Missed it. Come back.
I think he was set up for that because I don't know. So somebody from your team came up like, "Yo, the guy from Camden in the white shirt got kicked out for throwing a punch." And we're like, "What?"
Yeah.
The guy with the white shirt.
Cheek? Yeah. Couldn't believe it.
Cheek did it. So he came out of uniform. He didn't have his uniform.
He must have forgot his shirt.
And his shorts. His Cheek is always Camden up, shirts and shorts to the knot. He was in sweatpants and a white T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I think he was already prepared for that outcome.
No, I don't think he was in there saying I'm going to throw
Chico.
a punch.
Chico, were you?
There was a punch. There was a punch thrown. There was a punch thrown. Cheek's my guy.
I talked to him.
Tyree's
he said it was
guy.
a reaction. He said it was a reflex.
Just a reaction. Yeah.
He
got hit. I guess he felt like he got hit in the face.
He said Tyree hit him with his elbow, and it was just a reflex. He just swung.
I don't know if it was.
Took it and walked off the field.
I don't know if it was an intentional. I don't know if it was an intentional thing by.
I see no marks on.
I don't know if it was an intentional thing by Tyree. You know what I'm saying? But Cheek, he got ejected, and you know what? To me, I feel like it showed on Camden, yo. I know, let's applaud Butch, yo. Let's applaud Butch right now. Yeah, he definitely stepped up. Butch definitely stepped up, or I don't know if they call him Butch, but that's
whatever.
He definitely stepped up, but it felt like at times, like when I've never seen Camden go 3 and out that many times in a single game, except for when they put the Prospects. So they were going 3 and out a couple times. It wasn't a lot. I think it was like 1 or 2 or 3 times. But I've never seen that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of definitely feel that they definitely missed Cheek on the field. They definitely missed him on the field.
Because that Cheek is Egan's main go-to. Yeah, he throws.
To me, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's
from what we see.
Yeah,
he throws the Nook and he'll throw to Bam occasionally, but Cheek is the main go-to. And
to me, that's what I see.
Cheek and Butch once in a while, Bam once in a while, and
but Butch was the main.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop Butch.
Yeah.
All those drag underneath routes,
open every
all those underneath drag routes, Butch was taking them, man. Butch was killing them. I think he had 2 or 3 touchdowns.
That was the problem you guys had when you guys played.
But it was
Camden.
cheek, though. It was cheek, yeah.
Every time he was wide open, like.
Now, as far as the whole punch thing goes, I actually, I don't even know if I should say it. I don't even know if I should say it. But how do you get punched and not feel some type of way about the person that hit you, right?
Of course.
Am I right?
Of course.
Okay.
Anybody who gets punched is going to feel some type of way about the person who hit him. Of course. You wouldn't?
Now, if I was...
I'm going to get them next time. I can't wait till we play again. Can't wait. Like Tyrese doing.
I think if it wasn't
for the rematch.
If it wasn't a personal thing, it wasn't nothing personal, I think Cheek should just, apologize. And I think that.
Well, Tyree left a message. Tyree left a message for him.
Yeah, here we go.
Forgot. We recorded it for you, Cheek. This is from Tyree.
Shit. All right. Hold on. Eric sent you a message. Hold on. I'll show you after this.
You are the dirt underneath my fingernails, Chico.
Yeah, that's from Tyree, Chico. You're the dirt underneath my fingernails, Chico. That's what Tyree said. He said, I'll see you in the championship.
You are the dirt underneath my fingernails, Chico.
Yeah, he said, I'll see you in the championship, Chico.
He said he will see you in the championship, bro.
You're nothing but the dirt underneath his fingernails. We're instigating. He didn't really say that. We're just instigating.
No, he didn't say that, but
he should have.
I'm sure he feels that way. All right, hold on. Here we go. This is a live message. Tell him I said.
Oh, great job on the camera. I just watched the whole game tonight.
Okay.
Applaud me. Which game is he talking about?
Yeah, which game? You must be talking about my game.
Well, it's half you and half me.
Yeah.
It says it on there. Your footage and my footage.
Yeah.
If that's the game you're talking about. Actually, I kind of liked it. I liked your side view better. The back view's good, but when you were talking about that whole touchdown thing, I couldn't see it because everybody from Camden sideline came up and they like
but
started
you just never listen. You never listen to anything I say.
And it's not about
you.
listening. I mean, after standing up and walking up and down the sideline on your game, I'm I'm just gonna chill.
We brought the
chair. And I didn't want to get the same exact footage as you.
You weren't getting the same footage as me. I said, I'll tape it from rock bottom. You tape it from rock bottom side. I'll tape it from Camden side.
It would have been the same footage, just different sides.
No, it would have been the same footage. It wouldn't have been the same
footage.
footage.
Like, we'll get different angles. Like,
you would have got a whole different view of the game, and that's what I was going for. But you said I'm sitting right here. I'm like, oh, just go. We got the chair. I brought the chair.
We didn't want to get any more Philip Stakes footage, which we should have. But we'll get into that.
I'm just saying. If you just listen, you could have got the chair. Sit over there. You sit over here. I'll sit over here. Different views, different point of views.
And you would have been right there to see that touchdown.
Absolutely.
You could have made that call for Darryl.
Absolutely. Yeah, for real. Absolutely.
He can run it back. Like, how do you replay it?
But
Where's the replay?
But I stayed on rock bottom sideline because it was less people, and I don't want to be around nobody.
In the middle, yeah.
But you could have just went and just stayed because you got the better camera, and it would have worked. But you said,
the back view came out good. It came out good,
but
it came out better from the side. Like, I like the back view because you could see where your offense is lined up. You could see where their defense is lined up. You can see where everybody's lined up at. So the back view's good, but you missed stuff from back there, too.
I like the side view because it feels like more like watching football.
But then again, on the side view, it's kind of like you kind of don't really get to see where everybody's lined up at sometimes, unless you zoom in or back up some. It depends on where they're at on the field.
Yeah. Okay, so let's all right. That's just bottom game. That was a great game. Congratulations to Camden. I can't wait to see the next game if they even meet each other. What if they play each other?
I don't know because the playoffs are different. All right, let's get into that.
What if they play each other in the first round?
They're not.
No?
They're not going to.
No?
Because Bill has the playoffs broken down into two separate groups.
Hold up. They might see each other in the first round.
They're not going to.
Why not?
Because this is how the playoffs are right now. Did you look at the paper he gave you?
Yeah, I did.
I got it. It's in the email. They're not going to meet up in the first round.
Why not?
Because
that could happen. The prospect got a better record than Rock Bottom right now.
In the first round, they're not going to meet up. Bill has it set up to where there's 2 separate divisions, right? And 8 teams in one division, 8 teams in the other. And there's going to be 4 championship games. So the winners of all right, so it's going to be.
They can meet in the first round.
It's going to be. We'll say top right now. If the playoffs started this weekend, it would be the top division would be Prospects, GCR, Steel City, Ball Hawks, Panthers, Phil Stakes, Rock Bottom, and CAMDEN.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You're right. Play the Ball Hawks.
You're right.
Prospects will play the Panthers. The winners of those games. All right, so say CAMDEN and the Prospects won, they would go on to the championship game. And the Ball Hawks and the Panthers would also go on to a championship game or something like that. Like it doesn't make sense the way he's trying to do it. Yeah, that's so right now it is the top division is Prospects, GCRs, Steel City, Ball Hawks, Panthers, Phillips Stakes, Rock Bottom, CAMDEN. The bottom division is Sloth, Ravens, Hybrids, Washington Township, Balboas, Savages, Braves, and Ravagers. They're the bottom division.
Okay. Yeah, right. You're right. I forgot. It's the top 8. You're right.
And he has 4,
I apologize. I'm wrong.
And he has 4 separate championships, though.
Whatever. I don't. Whatever.
So it's like the winner can go to a championship, but also the losers can go for a championship. I don't really get how he's trying to do it, but he's trying to. I guess he's trying to make sure. Since he broke it down into so many teams, like the elite teams playing the non-elite teams.
A, B, C, and the D. A, B, C.
All right, but then we had the Prospects drama from the ref drama.
All right. Let's get into the Prospects. You know what? Let's congratulate Steel City. Let's congratulate Steel City and the Prospects for a tie.
We came at the end of that game, so it was
We came for the end of the fourth quarter. No. Matter of fact, they were losing. When we came, the Prospects were losing.
Yeah.
And shout out JT, man. JT. And he drove his team down like a champion. He drove his team down the field like a champion. And tied the game.
Steel City hadn't scored since the first quarter.
And then there was a discrepancy about what the score was.
I guess the same ref on that side said it was 13-0. Told the Prospects it was 13-0.
No, not 13.
13
to
7 or whatever.
13 to 6 or something like that.
So they thought they only needed their extra point to win. And then Kogel's like, no, it's 14-7, 14-6, or 14-7. If you get your extra point, it's only going to tie it up. And then because at that point they called for 1 because they thought that's all they needed. They only needed 1 point to tie it up. So, and then when they realized that they were 2 points down, the refs wouldn't let them go back and change it
to go then too.
Nope, you already called 1.
Yep.
Nope, you only called 1 already.
Yep. Which was BS because they got the wrong score.
Right.
They thought there was a different
their
score.
Fault. Yeah.
So the refs give them a wrong score, and then they want to go for 1 because they think they're just taking the lead.
Right.
So instead of taking,
they find out they're not, and they wouldn't let them
tie instead of. It didn't make any sense.
So instead of them going for 2, they ended up going in overtime. So they go for 1 drive each.
Which makes no sense because it was already tied.
Right.
So if they were going for 1, they still would have took the lead.
No, it's 14. It was 14.
No. It must have been 13-13.
It was 14-14.
No, it must have been.
It ended up 20-20.
I think it was. Wait. What was it? 13-13?
It ended up 20-20.
Yeah, so it was 13-13.
I know. Matt said it was 14-something.
Yeah, no. So it was 14-14.
14-7.
So even if they went for 1, even going for the 1, they still would have took the lead.
It was 14-7.
So
it was 14-7, and they thought Prospects thought it was 14-13. They thought Steel City lost they didn't get one of their extra points.
Yeah.
It was 14. Yeah, they thought it was 13-7. So they're Larry and everybody's like, we only had to go for 1 to win. We need 14 points. They only have 13.
Yeah, but
so we need 1 point.
But so he went for the 1, and it was just a tie.
Yeah.
Just to tie the game because they thought that they were down
City
by.
Missed their extra point.
Yeah. So they thought it was 13-13, but it was really they were still losing, and they went for 1 and then they got it. But in reality,
it just tied
if they knew that they had to go for, if they knew that if they knew that they were down. If they knew they were down by
they went for
one, they would have went for two to win the game.
Yeah, instead of going in overtime.
And then they went to overtime, and then that was
overtime just tied it up again.
Hold up. Let's ask Donovan McNabb what he thinks about the overtime.
Happy after a win. How do you feel after a tie?
Well, I've never been a part of a tie. Never even knew that was in the rule book. But again, it's part of the rules, and we have to go with it. So, I was looking forward to the next opportunity, getting out there and trying to drive to win the game. But unfortunately, with the rules, we settled with a tie. But when the play was called, I kind of figured that I guess there's ties in the NFL. So, no, I didn't know that.
You thought there was like another overtime?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What were you seeing on some of those that you made in the tight spots? Or what were?
Okay, that was the thing.
Then there was a discrepancy on how many overtimes.
Many overtimes it was.
Yeah.
So they thought that it was two overtime, then a tie, and then
we find out there's rules behind it because they were the first game of the day, and there was 2 other games still waiting to play. They only got 1 overtime. But if they were the 11 o'clock game, they would have got 2 overtimes.
Now who knew that?
Right.
Now, who knew that? Now, I didn't know that. I thought it was 2 overtimes, and then it's a tie.
I mean,
and then they would have made each team go for 2 after the second overtime.
Right.
That's what I thought the rules were.
Right.
But
because your team was like, oh, man, we got to sit for another overtime. I mean, it was still like the refs were calling you guys and Philip Stakes out on the field. Steel City's lined up on this side. The prospects are lined up on this side. Like, nobody knew what was going on. You guys are doing a coin toss, like, in the middle of the field. It was just like, it was just a mess. Nobody knew what was going on.
So it's clearly, I guess the rules are that
it says in it, I looked it up. It says the speed up rules.
The speed up rules.
You get 1 overtime. Non-speed up rules, you get 2.
1 overtime.
So I guess if you're the early game, you get 1 overtime. If you're the later game, you get 2 overtimes.
But let's not. That was a hell of a game. That was an exciting.
It actually was.
That was an exciting overtime and fourth quarter.
I wish I would have recorded it. Actually,
I
was trying to save the footage.
I wish you did. I wish you did too. I
know I had your game and Camden game, and I didn't want to drain out the battery.
I didn't. I was thinking the same thing, and then I was like, you know what? After all played out, I wish we would have got that footage because that was pretty epic. That was pretty epic. Like,
they both scored.
Shout out to Chris Bird Jr.
He did score in overtime.
He scored in overtime. Applaud him.
Everybody's
Chris and Steel City, and then Larry and his prospects, his fighting prospects. Man, they you know what? They
could say that they haven't lost to an elite team this season. That's a fact.
So they're basically 2-0-1
when it comes to
the elite teams.
Yeah.
So
they're the only team that's beaten. Well, not beaten, but hasn't lost to an elite team.
Good for them. Good for them. So that was a great game. I didn't see the end of it. I didn't see. Well, from what I was told, that Steel City didn't score in the second half until the overtime.
Right.
But they actually. They basically scored early and then was basically holding on, playing good defense against JT and them. So I wish I would have watched that game. And actually somebody from the prospects came up like, you got to get here earlier so you can get our footage. Yeah, 8:45.
He's like, are you guys the ones that record the footage on YouTube? Again, he's like, you guys got to get here. I think Craig or whatever his name is. You guys got to get here at 8:45 so you can get some prospects footage.
If we're not playing at 8:45, why would I come at 8:45?
Yeah. And we also got another. Johnny, this is for you. Eddie Murphy, just for Johnny. Johnny and them. The whole Eddie Murphy laugh. All of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? I'm saying so, but anyway.
That's for Johnny and them steaks.
Steaks.
Yeah, Johnny and them steaks.
Shout out to the hybrids, man. That's another.
They beat them steaks. Man, they were on a 7-game win streak. They lost. Johnny and the Steaks lost week 1 to GC Irish, and then they were on to us. They just beat the Braves. They played a doubleheader. They beat the Braves the game before that, so they were on a 7-game win streak, and the hybrids ended it. Let's give them another round of applause. Eric and them hybrids. Tony Jones Jr.
Eric and Tony Jones Jr. Tony Jones Jr. Yo, good win for you guys, man. That's a big look. That's a big. You know what? And Joe. Also Joe.
Joe Mikawati.
Yeah. That's also a big win for you guys, man. Congratulations.
Nobody felt like he didn't even get their footage. You're like, who wants to see Phil Space get another shutout? They get enough shutout footage. We don't need to say it. So we didn't even record their game. If I knew it was going to be that good, I would have recorded their game.
Also, the hybrids also put up a fight against the Ravengers.
Yes, they did. They almost beat Jim and them. But it's not Jim. John and them Ravengers.
Well, it's weird because it's like Scott's still coming to the games. Like he wants to play.
Scott said he was only out for 3 games. This was the end of his 3-game streak.
I don't know. That's none of my business.
He might be back next week.
I don't know. That's none of my business. That's none of my business.
Who knows?
None of my business. So, I mean, but Scott comes out like he wants to play. So
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
he does.
I don't know what that's about.
I'm sure he does. Jim's out there doing good. He's afraid he's going to lose his starting job.
I don't know. Maybe. But let's go over the results for the rest of the games.
All right. So we got the Ravens barely beat the Balboas 25-24. The Balboas were fighting.
Oh, wow.
On Facebook, it said the Balboas changed up some offensive stuff, which led them to almost win the game. So.
Fuck. We play them next week. They'll probably beat us.
Yeah, you're playing a doubleheader.
They'll probably get their first win next week.
Then the Sloths beat the Savages 12-7. GC Irish with the return of Dalton Dunn beat the Ball Hawks.
Applaud them.
24-13.
Dalton coming back from Florida or wherever the fuck he was at this time.
Dalton coming back and leading his team to a win. That was a big win for them, too. The Ball Hawks, 24-13. The Ravagers barely beat the Hybrids, 18-12. The Hybrids beat Phillips Stakes, 22-20. Phillips Stakes and Steel City tied, 20-20. Phillips Stakes beat the Braves, 28-0. Camden beat Steel City. Oh, no. Camden beat Rock Bottom, 25-18. And then the Panthers won. Well, Washington Township forfeited, so the Panthers just got to win.
Yeah, Washington Township went on like a retreat.
Yeah, they ran away.
A retreat, and they had like a planned trip or something crazy. So good for them. Congratulations to the Panthers.
I hope they stick with it and they don't. Washington Township doesn't give up.
Okay. So.
All right. Now let's go over, because last week we all made picks about Chiefs, me, you, and Sean on these games this week. So.
Let's see who won.
The Ball Hawks versus GC Irish. Sean had the Ball Hawks by 14. You had the Ball Hawks by 10. I had the Ball Hawks by 12.
We all lost.
Cheeks had the Ball Hawks by 5. We all lost.
We all lost. GC Irish came back with the fury.
All right, Prospects versus Steel City. Cheeks had Prospects by 14. I had Prospects by 21. You had Prospects by 10. Sean had Steel City by 7. So we all lost.
No. Oh, yeah. We all lost. It was a tie.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. All right.
Actually, if you look at it that way and you're giving them points, we all won.
No.
So there's a tie.
No, we all lost.
Sean
had 7.
Prospects would make them 27. Would make
whoever had the low. No, we all lost. We all lost.
Balboas versus the Ravens. I had the Ravens by 7. You had the Ravens by 10. Sean had the Ravens by 6, and Cheeks had the Ravens by 7. They won by 1 point. So I guess Sean won that one. He was the closest.
What, 6?
Mm-hmm. The Braves versus Phillips Stakes.
Oh, man.
I had Phillips Stakes by 14. Cheeks had Phillips Stakes by 13. Sean had the Braves by 6. You didn't pick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I won that one.
Yeah, you won that.
The Ravagers versus the Hybrids. Sean had the Hybrids winning by 3. I had the Ravagers winning by 10. You had the Ravagers by 14. Cheek had the Ravagers by 12. They won by, 7?
6.
6. So, we're all over.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Sloth versus the Savages. Sean had the Savages by 3. They lost. I had the Sloth by 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They won by exactly 5.
You had them by 5?
Yeah, and you had 7. Cheek had 3. They won by exactly 5. So technically that goes to you.
No, you won.
Then Philip Stakes versus the Hybrids. We all had Philip Stakes, of course. I had Philip Stakes winning by 10. Cheek had him winning by 15. You had him winning by 20, and Sean had him winning by 16. We were all lost.
Damn.
And then Camden versus Rock Bottom. Sean had Rock Bottom winning by 10. Cheek had Camden winning by 13. I had Camden by 10, and you had Camden by 4.
Oh, I think I won that.
They won by 19, 20, 21.
7. They won by 7.
By 7, yeah.
I think I was the closest.
Give you that one,
I think I was the closest.
Yeah, you didn't go over. That was just a bad pick week. We were all off.
Yeah.
A lot of upsets.
You even got the Washington Township game wrong.
yeah. I picked Washington Township.
Oh, shit. Okay. What else we got next?
All right. Then we can go over our offensive and defensive rankings.
Adam Thielen, another touchdown? Please.
121.
Fuck.
And down by 11.
Fuck. That was a fucking touchdown. He dropped it.
12 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yo, he dropped it.
You got time. 12 minutes left in the third quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. That's a fucking... Oh, that's it for me right there. That's fucking the 6. The points are 7.
You still got time. The game's not over yet.
Man, but you don't get opportunity like that. They're in the red zone. Come on, go back to Adam Thielen. Yeah, shut him down. Shut Cook down. Yes. 2nd and 11 now. All right, so what we doing next?
Let's go over the offensive and defensive rankings.
Yeah. You already do it?
No.
You didn't even do it yet?
No, I wrote them down, yeah. All right, so week 9 offensive rankings. Number 1, Rock Bottom with 282 points. Number 2, Prospects with 270. Number 3 is Philip Stakes with 266. Number 4 is Camden with 257. 5 is Steel City with 243. 6 is Ballhawks with 208. 7 is Ravagers with 201. 8 is Sloth with 186.
Oh, shit.
9 is Panthers with 146. 10 is GCRs with 129. 11 is Ravens, 126. 12 is Hybrids with 99. Braves are 13 with 93. Savages are 14 with 77. Balboa is 15 with 63. And Washington Township is 16 with 39 points.
Wow, we fucking suck, man. We suck.
You don't got a quarterback. What are you going to do?
I mean, yeah, Ron plays well. You got to catch the ball.
He's
you know what I mean?
You had a lot of drops. Too many drops.
Too many. Now they're kicking a fucking field goal, but this guy should have caught the ball, man. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so we got the Week 9 defensive rankings. Number 1 is Rock Bottom. They've only given up 95 points in 9 games. Number 2 is Camden with 113. Number 3 is Philip Stakes with 117. Number 4 is the Ravagers with 134. Number 5 is Steel City with 138. 6 is Prospects with 144. 7 is Ballhawks with 159. 8 is Sloth with 161. 9 is Braves with 179. 10 is GCRs with 182. 11 is Ravens, 184. 12 is the Savages, 190. 13 Panthers, 199. 14 Hybrids, 216. 15 Balboas, 224. And 16 is Washington Township with 230.
Oh, my God. I can't believe our defense hasn't given up more points than that.
Actually, yeah, we're defense.
You know? Like, I feel like our defense is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Our offense is horrible.
Yeah.
I think our team is horrible.
You guys should add at least 3 touchdowns this past week.
Yeah.
Johnny got a pick and ran it back on you guys.
Whatever, man.
And they said it, too. Like, soon as he caught it, and nobody got him when he first started running. I think Kogo said it like, "Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone."
No, that was Lenny. He's like, he's gone.
Yeah, no one's catching him now.
He's gone.
And the last 3 games, somebody's ran something.
Well, I kind of feel like we did a pretty good job against, we gave up that big play early.
Philip State started out their very first play of the game.
It's like a fucking 90-yard.
We're like, holy shit!
No, it was like not 90.
Who's that guy?
80, it was about 70 yards.
We're like, who's that guy? Where did this come from?
He threw it the whole field.
Doberman to Grasso's son.
You know what? Applaud him, man. That was a fucking awesome throw.
That was an awesome play. I didn't know who Doberman was, but it was pretty good. No matter what, who was in his face, no matter how much he was scrambling, he completed every pass he threw. Pretty much.
We got him off the field a couple times.
You did, but not from incomplete passes.
Yeah, they were. Watch the film.
I don't know. He had some nice.
Shut her mic off.
No, he had some nice throws.
He did.
You can't say that he didn't.
I'm not saying he didn't, but he did not go throw an incomplete pass.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yeah, shut your mic off.
Nah.
No, hold on. Let me unplug this. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
he played well. We were worried about Johnny, and we shut Johnny down. So.
Yeah, you took Johnny out the game. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody else, they had too many other people.
And that's the thing they did. I heard the one guy on the sideline like, Johnny, if you break free from the block, you always got the wheel. And he did it.
We were on that wheel the whole game.
He pulled a dirty mark. He'd go up and he'd scuffle for a minute, and then he'd go running out for a wheel route.
Yeah, we were on it. We were on that. But we still didn't get. We gave Dolan too much time.
Yeah, I mean, his main go-to is Grasso's son.
Well, congratulations to them. All right. So
for that game, because they lost the next one.
Yeah.
The hybrid. I think because Johnny personally said to give them the Eddie Murphy laugh because that was embarrassing. I think they would have rather lost to the Braves over.
The Ravengers play hard, man.
The hybrids.
I'm sorry. The hybrids play hard. They do.
Yeah.
They do. And that's not dissing them or nothing like that, but
they both play double headers. Like
good for them. That was a well-deserved, awesome win for both for the hybrids destroying the hybrids.
The hybrids.
No, I'm saying for Philip State's destroying us, and then
the hybrids destroying them.
They didn't destroy them, but they won. They won the game. So
good enough.
Good for them. What else we got?
All right, so week 10, 8:45, Rock Bottom versus GC Irish. Hybrids versus the Sloth, Ballhawks versus the Braves, 10 a.m. Prospects versus the Panthers, Ballhawks versus the Ravens, Ravagers versus Steel City, 11:15. Camden versus Phillips Stakes, Savages versus Washington Township, and the Braves versus the Ballhawks. Or Braves versus the Balboas. Sorry about that.
Balboas.
So the Ballhawks have a doubleheader this week, and the Braves have a doubleheader this week. All right.
So the Ballhawks play back-to-back games from us.
You have a break.
And then the Ravens, and then we play Ravens.
Have a break and then play.
No, I'm sorry. We play Ballhawks, and then we have a break. So it's an all-day thing of football for the Braves, man.
Yeah.
And then we play the Balboas. Now, I would probably rather...
Actually, we might be able to get that prospects footage this week since we got a break in the middle of the games.
Oh yeah, the Panthers, the Prospects, Panthers. That might be a playoff preview.
Or Ravagers, Steel City.
No, Jim.
Depends if it's yeah. If it's Scott, yes.
Yeah, Scott. Okay.
Scott will
Jim.
Because you know what, Aaron, I didn't see Aaron out there.
I didn't either. So. But Jim automatically thinks he's going to lose to certain teams, and I think
so he'll quit before the game's over.
Yeah,
so they might need
before the game even starts. So he thinks he's going to lose. So.
They might need Scott for that game.
So I'm not gonna bank on that. But if the Ravagers match up against Steel City and their talent, absolutely.
Yes, they do.
Can the Ravagers beat Steel City?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But it's up to Jim.
Same thing. Can the Panthers beat the Prospects? Yes, they can. They can.
Yeah, they can.
It's going to come down to Ralph.
I think they can.
But since you took Ralph out the corner, man, he's been on fire out there.
Yeah.
He's on like a 6-game win streak too, or something like that.
Yeah, let's applaud Ralph. Even though he has a super easy schedule.
He's on like a.
Applaud Ralph though.
Yeah, he's on like a 5-game win streak.
Is it 5 games?
Yeah, just got a free win this week. Week is 6.
Yeah,
They've won every game since. Yes. 6 in a row.
Good for him. Him and Diz. Shout out to both you guys, man. Good shit. Keep it up. Good luck.
Just when you think the Panthers are done.
If the prospects lose to the Panthers, what are we saying about the Panthers? Can the Panthers beat the prospects? I'm gonna ask you that right now.
They could, yes.
You think they can?
Do they have the talent to? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Ralph is a veteran quarterback out there.
It seems like
it's going to come down to whether or not the Panthers players show up on time.
It seems like the Panthers, the prospects struggle against
evenly matched up teams.
Like veteran quarterbacks,
like
older veteran, like Philip Stakes.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't know.
Of course, they're going to crush the new teams.
Old vets that know the game.
Yeah,
like,
been in the league for years.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to crush the Balboas and the Hybrids in Washington Township. Like they're expected to crush those teams.
But I mean,
can they really beat the Panthers?
They can beat the Panthers.
They can. But can the Panthers beat the prospects? They can.
Would I be shocked if the Panthers beat the prospects? No. Yeah. Can the Panthers beat the prospects? Yes.
It's going to come down to whether or not the Panthers people show up on time.
Yeah. If the Panthers have Kyrie and the rest of those guys,
the big dude, the big center,
Rays and those guys, and depends on how Ralph is playing. Yeah, they could beat him.
Ralph is playing good since you took him out the corner.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah.
He's definitely
he learned his
good.
lesson after he took his dunce hat off.
All right, let's pick some games.
All right, Rock Bottom or GC Irish?
Rock Bottom.
By how much?
10.
I'll say Rock Bottom by 14. They need that get that nasty taste of those 2 losses out of their mouth.
Yeah, they're on back-to-back losses.
And I'm sure Dalton's not going to be here again. I'm sure of it. I will bet. You know what? I could probably put money on it. Dalton will miss this game.
He'll probably be in somewhere.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
We'll see.
The Hybrids versus the Sloth. That'll be a good matchup.
The Hybrids are on a freaking, I want to say that, a win streak.
Yeah, let's see. The Hybrids are 2-6, and the Sloth are 4-5. Sloth are good.
They're not bad. Give me who you taking?
I'm gonna have to go with the Sloth.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm gonna say the Sloth by 7.
Every time I pick this fucking Hybrids, I lose. Give me the Hybrids by 3.
Ballhawks versus the Braves. I'm going to pick the Braves by 7.
I'm going to pick the Ballhawks.
Hey, I picked Philip State last week.
I mean, you're supposed to.
The Prospects versus the Panthers.
I'm going Prospects by 6. Go ahead. Do it. You know you want to.
I might have to give Ralph some love.
You know you want to. Go ahead. You take the Panthers.
I'm going to pick the Panthers by 3.
I knew you were going to.
The Ballhawks versus the Ravens. Now, this is the Ballhawks' second game versus the Ravens.
All right. This is their second game and their second.
Yep.
And their wait. What do you mean their second game?
Because they play you first, and then the Ballhawks go and play the Ravens.
Okay.
So this will be their doubleheader second game.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna pick the Ravens.
I'll give it a whirl.
I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I'm picking the Ravens by 4. Send the Ravens. Ravens by 4.
The Ballhawks have been on a losing streak lately. The Ravens are 4-5 right now. The Ballhawks are 4-4. The Ballhawks started out on fire and then they dwindling down. So I might have to go with the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens by 7.
Oh shit!
Send the Ravens. The Ravagers versus Steel City. I'm gonna go with the Ravagers.
Man, I don't know, yo.
I'm gonna go with the Ravagers by 7. Steel City's missing something. I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna say. Oh man, what the fuck is the fuck?
You know, what you say, because the Prospects in Steel City, like is like you guys in the Ravagers. Like no matter. No, I wouldn't say the Ravagers because you guys tend to beat them. What's a team that you go back and forth with? They beat you, you beat them. They beat you, you beat them.
I don't know.
None?
No.
What? That's how the prospects in Steel City. I feel like they're like kind of evenly matched, and if anybody could beat the prospects, it would be Steel City.
Give me. You're picking the Ravens. Give me
the Ravagers.
Yeah, he's taking the. I'm sorry, Ravagers. Give me Steel City. Give me Steel City by 6.
Camden versus Phillips Stakes. To go with the Stakes on that one.
What?
Yeah,
you're bugging, yo.
Yeah, the Stakes beat prospects.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Phillips Stakes is pretty good.
They just lost to the hybrids.
But they just beat you first.
So what? We suck.
They beat the prospects, then you.
We suck. Okay? We're no measuring stick. We suck.
They beat the prospects who beat Camden already.
I mean, if you're looking at it like that, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
The statistics are. I'm gonna go with Phillips Stakes by
Camden ain't losing,
3.
dude.
Camden's due for a loss. You can't say they're not. They are on a 7-game win streak.
They're
due for a loss.
Okay, I'm going Camden. I'm going Camden by 9.
Savages versus Washington Township. I'm going to say the Savages by 10. They're not going to blow them out.
I'm going to say Savages by 5.
And then the Braves versus Balboa. I'm going to say Balboa by 20.
I'm not picking.
No, I'm only kidding.
I'm not picking.
I'm not picking. I'll take the Braves by 7. That's their second game of the day. So.
I'm not picking. All right, but let's do some fantasy. Should I hit it? Should I hit the cue?
Yeah.
That Mariah Carey.
Why not?
We're gonna do.
Cue it up.
We gotta put that in the queue, man. Okay.
I might actually be in there.
Are they burnt? Real bad? Yeah. I didn't forget about them. Let me see it. Hey, let's see. Let me see. Fuck. All right, burnt bad. Holy shit.
That is smells. I fucking forgot the name.
Damn. What was the heat up on?
325.
That burned them like that?
Well, it's been like an hour to check them. You started the show.
All right, let's do some fantasy. That is a whole fucking chicken wasted. Are they hard?
I'm sure they are.
Oh, man. Fuck, man. I'm fucking starving. Just hold on. Let's just fucking let's finish this up and then we'll do that. Damn. Look what you did, you little jerk.
Well, you better give him a whirl. You better give him a whirl and see if you like those burnt chicken wings.
Look what you did, you little jerk. Shit, yo. Adam. Yo, what's up, man?
Who y'all unmuted me?
Yeah, you.
Damn, it's like that.
It's just like that, player. Congratulations, man. That was a huge win for you guys. I mean, you guys might not look at it, but league-wise, it's definitely a huge win, man.
Well, according to Kim, it ain't a huge win because we about to lose to Phillips Stakes.
Yo, I fucking just said the same thing, bro. What is she talking about?
I think Kim is trolling us just to make content for the show.
I think she's just talking shit.
Oh, shit. Controversy sells, you know?
Yo, there's no way in hell Phillips Stakes is gonna beat fucking Camden.
I would say no way in hell.
Come on.
They're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say that they're up there in elite status right this season. They're better than Steel City. You can't say they're not better than Steel City.
Maybe.
They are.
But they're not Camden.
It depends. I mean, Doberman and fucking Grasso's son were good as hell. The first play they gave was like a 90-yard fucking throw.
Listen, we suck. I mean, we're no measuring
But I'm just saying, that just made everybody look like, who the fuck is that? I
mean, that was a nice throw. But yo, Val, how'd you feel about that controversial ending to the game of yours, man? What'd you think about that? Was Tyree in? I mean, I expect you to be honest, man. Was he in or wasn't he in? You tell me.
Well, from my angle, I wasn't in on the last play, so I watched it. I seen Craig tag his leg. I didn't watch him extend or anything like that, so I really can't make an honest decision on whether he was in or whether he wasn't in. I just seen the bang bang of Craig. I looked at Craig diving because I was just thinking dive, and I seen Craig smack his fucking heel. So I really wasn't looking at the cross. Now, the person who was supposed to have that call, Kogel had the line on one side, but the other ref, the black guy, had it in the back as well, and they looked at each other, and Kogel made the call. I think the black guy should have made the call.
Absolutely.
Or whatever, regardless if it was for them or for us, but Kogel made it on the line.
The guy with the Martin Luther King mustache. He should have definitely made that fucking call, bro. Yeah, he should have. Dog, you cannot tell me, yo, I'm watching it, and he said he didn't see it. How the fuck don't you see that? How don't you? It's just like I said earlier. It was Craig, Tyree, and Martin Luther King mustache, and he fucking said he didn't see it. Come on, man. We got to do better, bro. They got to do better, bro. Cannot allow. You know what? This is what I feel like. I feel like they allowed your pop, or what I would say your applause, or y'all celebration to dictate the game, bro. You can't. If he tagged his foot, he's already diving. He's 6'2" or 3. He's extending the ball already. Come on, bro. Let's come on. You can't say somebody tagged his foot, and he tagged his foot. If he's tagging his foot while he's diving, bro, he didn't tag his. If you look at it when he's diving, the ball's over the end zone, and that's just a blown call, bro. And Kogel's not the man to call that play, bro. It's not. He's not. And then the line judge.
But if Darryl didn't make the call and Kogel made the call, then I mean it is what it is. It's not like we in the NFL and it's a fucking instant replay, so we can't replay it. So it could have went either way. I mean, the cookie crumbles in different ways at different times. I mean, so at this point, it is what it is. We could have been saying on the other end, like, well, damn, who makes that call? If he would have called the touchdown, you know what I mean? Like, if Kogel would have called the touchdown, we could have been like, well, Darryl, that was your call. Why didn't you make the call? So at this point, I mean, you win some, you lose some. I think that the refs, they do, they miss a lot of calls, and they make some terrible calls, but then they do make some good calls. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fucked up situation. They can't make every call. I can't justify it, you know what I mean, because there's times where I might get calls that I don't think I should have got called on, but I get called for it. But at the end of the day, you just got to play. You got to play through it.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. I mean, that wasn't a championship. That wasn't the championship. But what if that was the championship? And then you tell me Martin Luther King mustache is too afraid to, or even don't have the conviction or the surety of himself to call that play, bro. He was looking for a bailout. He started looking around like he didn't want to say anything, but he knew it was a touchdown. That's how I feel, man. They both looked at Kogel to bail him out. Both of them. Like, you call it, and he was about to call a touchdown, bro. I was standing right next to him. He was about to say touch. Then he realized that they didn't say anything. So he went to see what they saw, and they said they saw the tag and not the touch. They saw the tag, but they didn't see where the ball was when the tag was. Like, what? How do you see a tag? And actually, they didn't even see the tag. They said they heard the tag. So if you heard the tag, where was the ball when you heard the tag? Oh, we weren't looking at that. So what? What? So what were you looking at then? What were you looking at then? If you weren't looking at where the ball was, but you're looking at where the tag was, where was the ball? That's all I'm saying, man. Like, where was the ball? If he got tagged, where was the ball when he got tagged? I don't know. They don't know. We didn't see it. Come on, man. That both you guys, man. You guys were warriors out there, bro. You guys were out there battling. That's y'all both deserve better than that. Both teams deserve better than that, man. I understand y'all won the game, but still, I feel like y'all deserve better than that because it could have been reversed, man. And
I mean, but just, I get that, and it has been. We have been on the other end of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have been on the other end of that. We have had our fair share of the short end of the stick on numerous occasions. You know what I'm saying? And it just I mean, it just depends. You know, like I said, it can go both ways because, like, we've had situations, man, where we went down and had 3 and 4 penalties back to back, and it's like, you got to be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've had things that was missed. That's just like the whole situation with Cheek and the beginning of the game. Nobody's seen it, but everybody on the sideline seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to throw an elbow like that, he should have been thrown out the game from the rip.
Oh, I didn't see it. Tell me what happened. I didn't see exactly what happened. We just heard that Cheek threw punches.
Well, the second play of the game, Cheek went to go run a dig route, a crossing route out of the slot. And he ran 7 yards into his route, and right before he went to go make his cut, Tyree elbowed him right smack dab in his chin, like smack dab in his chin, like on purpose, like pop.
Oh, shit.
And Cheek socked him right after that.
All right, so they both should have been thrown out. Yeah, I agree. They both should have been thrown out. Intentional.
And here's the thing. The refs said they didn't see it, but yet they gave Tyree a personal foul penalty.
Oh, shit.
Then they gave Cheek a personal foul penalty, and they threw Cheek out. So the penalties offset each other, and Cheek got thrown out ejected from the game. Tyree should have been ejected from the game. Now, me personally, rules is rules. Yeah, he should have been ejected out of the game, but the reality is karma's a bitch, and, you know, if we play in a physical game, you ain't going to bitch if you get hit back the same way or one of your players get hit. So that's how we looked at it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say somebody should have got kicked out of the game because I want to play against the most competitive people. We all do.
Right.
But he elbowed the shit out of him, and it was blatant. It was just like that. It was worse than the elbow he did when, you know, he hit the ball last week when they played in Camden play, and some of our players played with him when they played the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Tyree be out there throwing them elbows out, huh? He be intentionally throwing elbows.
Wait, so Tyree hit him with a people's elbow, hit Cheek with an elbow right across the jaw?
That shit was on some shit like the like the longest yard or the replacements when the bull was trying to run and he just stopped him with the elbow, just boom. Like that shit was, you know what I mean? Like I'd have swung too. Yeah, I'd have swung too. Like I'd hit him too.
I probably would have too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody hit you in the elbow.
And I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to be controversial or, you know, cause any problems for the league.
You calling it like it is. You calling it like it is.
That wasn't like an incident. That wasn't like a unintentional. Let me slow this motherfucker down or bump him off the line and, you know, chuck him real quick. That was on some like, had that nigga had a soft chin, he could have been out.
Yeah,
type
true.
shit.
Wow.
True.
But I mean,
I didn't know that.
Not the heart. Now, I don't want to harp on the whole incident because it's done and over with. But the fact of getting to the refs, like, they didn't really see that. So who's watching that? That goes to answer your question last week with, you know, when you were talking about some of the holding and things like that. You just got to be physical and you got to expect that. And when Camden plays anybody, we don't expect to get any calls when it comes to physicality because we play physical. So when he got that, when he elbowed him, you know what I mean, Cheek socked him, yeah, we all got on Cheek. I mean, Fats got on Cheek, like you got to think about the team. But I'm sitting here like, yo, that shit look blatant as hell. You know what I mean? So for the refs need to make a call on that. They both need to be thrown out if that's the case. Right. But it didn't happen like that, and we couldn't harp on that because then it would have fucked up the whole game. So we got to just play through it without Cheek. You know, they took out a key receiver. You know what I mean? Right. So now we got to play through that. That was unfair, but we can't bitch about it.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was a people's elbow to Cheek's chin.
Yeah, we kind of only heard part of the story, and Cheek was like, "It's just reflex, you know. Like he hit me, he elbowed me, I hit him back. It's just a reflex."
Yeah.
But we didn't hear that Kyrie intentionally did it.
Because he knew what was behind it. Like he knew that wasn't no accidental. Yeah, I ran up and tried to make a tag and elbowed you, or my hand slipped, or some shit like that. That shit, yo, man, listen. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more.
It was like here, bang, eat this elbow, like that, like here, have some of this.
Taste this in your teeth.
Yeah. Shit.
Tyree, come on.
I think it was a tactic. It was a psychological tactic to try to get us off our game. Try to get everybody riled up and get people kicked out the game, and then we lose our shit. But we didn't do anything but rally off of it.
Right.
Elbow, though, bro.
Because like we said,
Tyree,
Butch stepped up in Cheek's place, and he did make some.
Butch played a hell of a game,
like 2
man.
or 3 touchdowns.
And Butch played a good ass game.
Somebody even said that. What? I don't know if it was Fats or somebody said it on the sideline. Like Cheeks, he's making all your plays. Butch is making all your plays out here. Oh, it might have been you.
That was me.
He's out here making all your plays.
Butch played a hell of a game, man. Hell of a game.
But that
was crazy.
That goes back to last season's show when I told you. Remember we was talking about some of the best receivers in the league and all that stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, some of these guys got crazy athletic people, but I said, yo, on our squad you can go down the line and these guys they make plays, and I said Butch, Cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was like, look. I said, yo, he can throw the ball to everybody on his team.
Yeah.
Like everybody can get open. Everybody can make plays.
Yeah, Cheek is like that. He's I don't know. We only recently I guess discovered it that he is open every play. Butch was just open every play. Rock bottom, like whatever plays y'all be running, like whoever runs them, Cheeks, Butch, they're open, wide open in the middle of the field every time.
It's like a drag or something, man. Let's add him.
Val, I gotta give Val did good on defense out there.
Val was out there making plays. He's out there making plays.
He did good on defense.
I see you out there, Val, bro. I see you out there, dog. I see you, man.
We got Eric, the hybrid.
Yo.
Beat Phillips State.
Yo, applaud him. Eric, good shit, bro. Good shit, bro.
What's up, Jim?
Awesome, bro. That's an awesome win for you guys, man.
Hey, E, tell him stop taking your credit too. Tell him you be running the Facebook page, man. That be you behind doing all that work, man.
Oh, that's you?
They be giving what's his face, Larry, the credit. No, that's E. That's Eric's work right there, man.
Oh, that's Eric. Okay.
Well, Larry does power rankings and the spreads, but I do all the updates and the scheduling and all that kind of, and the results, all that stuff. And I got all my insiders around the league that fill me up with the info, so I got to give them credit too.
Okay. Yo. Well, it's deeply appreciated, bro. I mean, it's deeply appreciated. I didn't know that was you. I thought it was we always thought it was Larry because Larry was doing it before. So, I mean,
it's a collaboration, but he be on his shit.
Everyone gives the credit to Larry. Yeah.
No, you give the credit to Larry.
And I'm not the only one who thinks it's Larry. I did, yes. I'll make sure I know. It's Eric. Eric does it on Facebook, not Larry.
Yeah. I mean, Larry. We're like, yo, that's a pretty good description of what happened in the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Jeff just said, like, yo, who'll be watching our games? How did they know that we dropped 3 touchdowns in the end zone? Larry wasn't even there.
I got your back.
That was awesome. Man.
Oh, like you did put the footage up. We did put the footage up.
But it was put up there. It was put up there before we put up the footage.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was awesome, man.
Yeah. So listen, I want to say Kim did a great job on the video. I had to play while Camden Rock Bottom played, but I was able to catch up tonight, watch the full game. So appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Also want to say happy birthday to Ravager Jimmy out there. Today's his birthday. If you don't know.
That is Michael.
Go ahead. No, let him go. Let him go.
Turned another year old.
How old is the old guy?
42.
Yeah, 42.
How old is his sweatpants?
Okay.
Y'all
Happy birthday.
Y'all gotta get him a Ravengers number 12 jersey, man. I'll give him a number 12.
Yeah, he does usually
He
wear number 12.
don't look right in that 5.
So hey, when I watched the game though, I wish I would have gave Bam credit though, because I thought Bam played a good game too yesterday on both sides. After watching the game, I didn't see it. I just got some info. That's what I did my Facebook update on. But I think Bam played a good game too.
Yeah, that was an awesome game, bro.
A lot of people had pretty good games. I mean, everybody played their role, you know, and that's the thing. When you play, a lot of people don't notice, like, you can have a team full of fucking stars, but you got to know everybody got to know their role. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if we got a jump ball situation, I'm coming out the game. I mean, I'm 38, and we got 3 guys at 6'4", 6'3", you know what I'm saying? When you come in for the situation. And I could probably play every down. We got guys on the offense that could play every down, but you got to be able to build that camaraderie in those situations, knowing your matchups. And a lot of teams don't think about that. That's why some of the teams fold, because they got guys playing on both sides of the ball because they think they fucking superstars. But the reality is everybody can't run a full game. So you got to know your role and know how to, you know what I mean, know how to make the adjustments. And that's why when we get to the playoffs, teams like Steel City, like Phillip Stakes, if like y'all said, Phillip Stakes might be Steel City or might be better than Steel City. Me personally, I don't think the record doesn't speak for how good Steel City is. Because when it's time to game plan, it's a whole different ball game. It truly is. And if you ever notice, like when the elite teams or when the teams that are evenly matched play each other, it's either a blowout or it's a very, very close game.
Yes.
Very close.
Perfect example this past weekend. Yeah. Rock Bottom and Camden, Steel City prospects, like they were,
Yo, Eric.
Because Terrence got on here yesterday and Terrence got on here last week and was like, oh, we don't even circle them on the schedule and this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting there watching the game in my car. I watched the whole game in my car, and I'm like, Steel City going to win this game if they do this, and the third. But then that drive that they turned the ball over, it was a turnover on down. I said, they're going to let these guys hang around, and the prospects is going to fuck around and beat them because they're going to let them hang around.
Yep.
And that's exactly what almost happened.
Yeah. Now, Eric, let me ask you this, bro. Since you're a league official almost, damn near, pretty much you are. What's the overtime rules?
We didn't know the hurry up rules and the
what was the correct?
Well, I'll make one blanket statement. It was not a banner day for referees yesterday. Put it that way. It was all across the league. So the general rule is in regulation you get 2 overtimes, and
that's what
playoffs.
That's what I said.
You have playoffs. You have unlimited overtimes, of course.
That's what I said.
Because we're at this new place, and just taking the environment of the world and everything into place, we're putting the regular season. We put the overtime rule down to 1, and I think that was the first overtime game actually all season.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I would say is there's no all-star. There's no all-star crew of referees. So the game Bill wants to keep an eye on, Bill puts on that field right in front of him. I think everybody's noticed that.
Yeah,
yes. We know it's the Braves. Yeah, we know.
We're on that field every week.
Yes.
Right, and these guys don't ever go to Bill for the assist that could be helping. You know, a lot of these controversies, you know, be a small thing instead of what they turn in to be.
Right. Because actually, not for nothing, we said it earlier. Like Kogel probably did it. He was the best ref out there on the Braves game. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else's game, but he was actually paying attention to the game. He was, for the first time all season, he was throwing flags. Like I actually liked Kogel out there as ref.
I agree, man. I agree. Like he was actually more into the game than I've seen any other ref into the game at all this season. That was the first game he did for us. And
he did a good job. He did a good job.
I said that to him. I said that to him after the game was over. I made a joke to him, but I was serious. I said, "Damn, we bought you out of retirement. This must have been the game. you must have got the games of the week because he got 2 elite teams." And y'all game, So that was, 2 borderline elite teams, and then the other 4 elite teams. I said, damn, we had to get y'all. They pulled you out of retirement. He was like, yeah, I had to ref the big games, to try to make things look good. Not I'm paraphrasing, but in a sense, you know what I mean. It was a good pair of eyes, a fresh set of eyes. And Kogel's respected by, most of he's damn near the second league commissioner. So, he's respected. So I understood. And then I said something to Sal in the parking lot. I said, damn, Sal, we ain't even get y'all today, huh? And he made a joke, and he was like, yeah, Fat said he ain't want us because we racist.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Yo. Wow.
Oh, we might have said
but I
something
mean,
like
that goes to show you, like I said, I love all the refs on a personal level. Like, I've known them for years, and I don't have a problem with them. They're all good guys. But, that goes to show you that as a team, every time we play Rock Bottom or Steel City, we feel like we're playing, an extra man with the refs.
Against the refs?
Yeah. Yes, but
we always feel like that when we play those games. So that's why we are very stern in the things that we do, and we always stick to our guns as a team when we don't get a call or when we feel like a call should be there.
Right.
You know what
and
I'm
as
saying?
much as Maurice, as much as people do cry about Maurice, he is right on most of the stuff he does cry to the refs about. He is absolutely right on those calls.
Like, he deserves some of these calls that he's crying
does deserve,
about.
and the refs hate him, so they won't give him the calls on purpose.
Yeah, man. That's what it feels like to us.
But also you got to think about it though. If you're a superstar, I'm not calling this guy a superstar, but I'm just using that as an example. If you're a superstar player in the league, like, and you known to make plays, but at the same time you play against another good player and that player gets physical with you, it's a 50-50 situation sometimes.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you just got to step up to the plate and play through that sometimes. Like Cheek said last week, sometimes you got to play through that. You know what I mean? Like, we feel like with Larry comes from 50 fucking yards back.
Yeah,
I thought our center can't engage him.
We've said that.
I thought that was illegal. How is that even fair? How is that fair that you can come from 50 yards back?
He just can't. It's some gray area in between that. But the reality is, if Marty would be called on a penalty every fucking down if they nitpicked. You get what I'm saying? But the reality is, this guy is coming and Marty can't engage with him. Why can't he? He's coming after my quarterback, and he's coming from such and such, and I should be able to block anybody.
Right.
But it's like, as long as he don't engage or this, that, and the third, like, I'm not familiar. I'm not too keen on the whole general statement of the rule, but I'm just saying we can bitch about that all day long till we blue in the face. But the reality is, it's not going to fully change, so we make an adjustment. You want to rush super fucking hard? All right, well, you can't guard the motherfucker that's going out there.
True.
Or we going to chip you with a receiver that's going out. Like, we'll figure something out to get by. And you just got to figure that out. Because for years, the Bandits back in the day and Rock Bottom, True Blue, they used to be physical-ass teams. And here, the Bandits was literally damn near Bill's team.
Oh, really?
And you didn't think people was complaining about that? Like, people used to complain, but you had to get through it. Like, you had to get through it. Some calls are blatant. Some calls should be called. Yes. But we don't always get every fucking call. And I mean, it just, we don't have instant replay, and we playing league football. So some things is going to get missed.
All I'm saying, my biggest problem is when blatant calls are not called. That's all. I just want blatant, obvious calls called.
Because then
they don't call obvious calls.
Then it comes down to, what are we paying you for? Like, we're paying you to do this. Like, what if you're going to say you didn't see anything at all, ever? What are we paying you for then? To keep time? To mark the downs?
I mean, yeah, that's part of the job description.
Because I agree. I said that last week. I'm like, they're not going to call anything, so just start holding, playing dirty, do whatever. They're not going to call it anyway, so just play like everybody else plays. Like, you guys are out there trying to play and follow the rules. They're not going to call it, so stop trying to follow the rules.
So on the last play with Tyree, I only saw what Kim filmed. I only heard what I heard. But I think Tyree would have accepted it if they just made a call. To have the game on the line and everybody looking around at each other is a bad look. Right. What I could say is, just from watching football, when a guy dives, some people, their tendency is to look at the ball. Some people, their tendency is to look at the defender. So, you might get the benefit either way, depending on which way that ref is looking. But him not making a call and just have everybody waiting was just not good for the league. And like I said, Bill puts them games on that field because Bill knows those games are important. It's the referees that may or may not take it as important.
Right. They're the games he wants to watch. Yeah, they're the games he wants to keep an eye on for whether he wants to see it or he wants to keep an eye on it. That's why he puts them on that field. But that's the fact that neither one of the refs could call anything. And they had to look to the guy all the way on the other side who admitted he didn't see anything. Everyone's like, wow, really? Two of you are standing here. Neither one of you can make a call?
Right. And what gets lost is that it was a great effort by both guys. Both guys went in the air to make a play. I mean, right. So both of them guys, you have to make some kind of call.
And it's the last play of the game on a very offensive defense. It was a battling game. The last call of the game. Like, yeah. Did he get in? I don't know. Would it have made a difference? Maybe they still would have lost. Maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe they would have went into overtime. Maybe he would have got a touchdown and he would have went for 2-1. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? The outcome might not have changed, but it might have.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely might have.
Well, you win some,
Jeff,
you lose some. But you live to fight
Jeff,
another day.
That's right. That's right.
What did you say?
Hey, Jeff, if I can make one pick though, the Panthers will not beat the Prospects.
Hey, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Panthers are up there right now. They're on, what is it, a 6-game win streak? Because they just got this win.
Yeah. I'm not, to beat the Prospects, you have to throw the ball. You have to throw the ball either to the deep outside or deep down the field, and that's not Ralph's strong suit. And you have to contain the quarterback, and that's the Panthers. The Panthers, the rushers try hard, but they're not that fast.
Yeah, you're right.
And they got one of the worst defenses in the league.
Listen. Hold on, I hate to change the subject, but you said you watched the CAMDEN game. Do you think that Tyree scored on that last play?
I couldn't tell. I watched Kim's tape, which is from the other end zone. I mean, I know all the a bunch of people were in the way. Right.
Yeah. You can see from the back angle, but it's hard to tell. Like, he falls on the cone, but at this point, it doesn't really make a difference.
I'm just asking him. Did you see my angle?
No, I'll have to check it out later, but
it's on the same video. You should check it out. It's the last play. Just skip to the end.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Now, on the play of that nature, yes, Adam Thielen touchdown. Yes. Yes.
At the same time.
Yeah, listen, on that play there, man, whose call is it? Is it the guy in the corner?
We said the guy in the corner. Yeah.
We just talked about that. Where were you? Were you in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was taking a piss.
He said the fact that neither
Oh, okay.
No stats for the week.
Okay. All right, my fault. All right, cool. I'll just have to go back and listen. But
How do you feel about this?
What?
How do you feel about their matchup against the Sloth this week?
Yeah, man. You guys got a matchup against the Sloth. What you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, all our games are tough. You know, it comes down to execution. And you know, actually, one other thing I didn't notice, and Jim mentioned this yesterday. It's about, you know, field position is huge, and a lot of these elite teams, they already got great defenses, but they all have good kickers too that kick the ball damn near out of the end zone or back them up. And if you got to drive 70 yards versus 45 yards, it's a huge difference. And our kicking game is not that good, and so like, you know, teams are getting a lot of short fields against us and that kind of stuff. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Christian makes plays. Christian doesn't, you know, but if we can make him drive the ball, we have a good chance to stop him. But if we give them good field position, then, you know, we're going to have a tough time.
Doberman, Shoes, Tyree, all got fucking boots, bro. They fucking
Val.
They fucking kick Val.
Don't get fucked up. I can kick too. I just don't kick on my team because Bam can kick too.
Val, Bam cannot kick, bro. Bam's
You're
kicks
crazy.
were poop. Bam's kicks were all trash this game, bro.
No, Bam's a good kicker.
I'm just saying what I saw this week, man. I mean,
he didn't kick good this week, but he can kick. He's not a precision kicker, but you know,
he's better than what he showed. I mean, because this week was weak. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
I'm pretty good at kicking too. On a good day.
I mean, your name's Val. You sound like you play soccer. The name just sounds like a soccer player.
Remember you asked, so aren't you Spanish?
No,
you're Spanish, right?
I mean, we already been past that. I'm just watching my boy Nick Foles try to win this game. My guy. How about the fucking Eagles blowing that game? I'm not blowing that game. Getting their asses whooped by the Giants. Oh, my God.
I don't even want to talk about that shit.
That is so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed, man. I was so embarrassed. It's like they regressed during their bye week. Like, what was that? What was that? Like, you know what? I said it, and you know what? And I'm not, Eric, I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable, and this is not a race thing, but I'm just going to say it again. I said it before. I said, if Carson Wentz was a black quarterback, he would be on the bench, just like fucking the kid is in Washington. It's a fact, bro. Like, listen, Jameis Winston was abysmal last season. Now, if you look at the numbers at the same point in time this season as it was last season for Jameis Winston got benched that season last year and the season before that for Harvard play.
Jameis Winston played for the Bucs. We're talking about a quarterback that plays for the Eagles. We're talking about a head coach who was terrible as a fucking quarterback.
You're trying to blame it on the coach, bro. Oh, but listen.
No, I'm not. No. Let me finish. We're talking about a GM who won't let his coach play players for a certain amount of plays based on I feel like personally, like Boston Scott. The man was on fire yesterday. Why not keep feeding him? If he gets over a certain amount of yards and a certain amount of touches, when his contract comes up, those things get thrown in there. And everybody talks about Howie Roseman being a contract guru. That's why, quote unquote, he's a guru. If you look at the years that he's been our GM, we've had running backs and receivers who could have done things, but they don't get that many touches because it's based on bonus incentives.
Yeah.
We've had people not dressed on the fact that if you play a certain amount of games, you get a certain amount of money, and they save certain amounts of money. It goes deeper than just what's on the field. It goes into the front
office.
office.
That's what they're doing, bro? You think it's
that's
all
what's
about
happening.
money? I don't think
I think
so,
that's
man.
what's happening. Just
No,
like Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is in a contract. Zach Ertz wanted his contract renewed. They
Zach
stopped
Ertz
calling plays for this guy. Dallas Goedert was getting all of the plays.
Yo, Zach Ertz does not deserve a contract extension, bro. He doesn't.
He don't deserve it based off of his performance this year.
Yeah, you would have said
last
that
year,
last
and before that, you got to be kidding me. He didn't play well this year because he said something about his contract, and then once he bitched about his contract, oh, well, you bitching about your contract, we gonna give your snaps and your plays to Dallas Goedert.
No. It's about what you do when you get the ball, okay? Dallas Goedert gets yacked. Dallas Goedert is a monster. Dallas Goedert is a man.
How can it be about what you do when you get the ball when you only targeted 3 times in the fucking game?
Bro,
you used to being targeted 10.
Zach Ertz used to be the highest targeted player in the friggin' league, damn near. I mean,
my point exactly.
But
how
listen,
the fuck once he
go?
go? How does he go and argue? How does he go in the?
Go ahead.
How does he go and negotiate for a contract and then you write him out of the fucking you write him out of the scripts? You take him out of the scripted plays.
I don't see that, bro. I see drop passes when he does when they do call his number. He drops passes. He goes down way too easy. He's not that great of a blocker, and all he was and he looked like he lost a step to me. I mean, I understand why you don't.
All I'm saying is the guy underperformed. The guy started underperforming when he felt like they wasn't going when they ducked him on the contract negotiations.
Okay.
So a lot of these players do it, bro. A lot of these players do it. They don't play hard in contract years when the team won't re-sign them.
But the tape never lies, though. All right? Let's be honest now. Is he even better than Gronk right now? 75-year-old Gronk. Is he even better than 75-year-old Gronk this season? No. Is he better than Kittle? No. Is he better?
I didn't say he was. Jeff, you're missing. You missed everything I'm saying, Jeff.
No, I'm not missing anything. He wants to be paid. He wants to be paid like he's the best tight end in the league.
Jeff. Listen. Let me ask you this: When did he start his contract negotiations?
I believe
in the off season, right?
Yeah.
In the off season, right?
Yes.
So when they told him that they weren't going to extend him right now, he decided to drag his ass. I didn't say he's good this year. He's terrible this year. But your contract is based on what you've done before. And all he wanted to do, if they would have paid this man in the off season, he might have came out there and gave him 110%. But they didn't, so he said, fuck it. I'm not. So in the repercussions are, we're going to give your snaps to Dallas Goedert. So when his target was called, he didn't perform. You're right.
I disagree. I disagree with you, bro. I think Dallas Goedert is the better tight end. That's why Dallas Goedert gets the more targets. But listen.
No, I felt like this guy didn't give a fuck no more, so he decided not to go hard.
Okay, so how do you plan to get money? How do you expect to get any money if you're not going to perform? I don't care if it's you're still getting paid to do a job, and even if you're not going to be with the Eagles next season, you're still auditioning for another team. So you need
because
to go
somebody else is going. Because here's the thing. Because somebody else is going to pay that man. Because the Eagles are fucking 3-5-1, 3-6-1.
Listen. The Eagles need to let Zach Ertz go anyway because I would have let him go last year.
It's deeper than just him. It's when you talking football and when you talking professional sports, that shit goes deep, man. Everybody is replaceable.
Everybody.
So this guy, it's like this. He is underperforming. He's in a contract year. Somebody's going to pay him, and he's going to go to somebody else's team because this team is now. If this team was going, if this team was 6-3 or 7-2, and he was still sitting on the bench and giving their ass to kiss, yeah, he might take a real big pay cut next season.
You know who he is?
Somebody's going to pay him tight end dollars.
You know who Zach Ertz is? He's Dallas Goedert. That's exactly who he. No, he's not Dallas Goedert. I'm sorry. He's Alshon Jeffries. He's a big slow receiver who can't block. That's exactly who he is. Hold on, Eric. Let me ask you, Eric. Eric, would you bench Carson Wentz if you were the coach?
Doug Peterson.
Would you bench Carson Wentz?
Well, let me comment real quick on the thing. So I don't disagree that if he was black he would have been benched, but I think the bigger factor of him not being benched is the $125 million contract.
Right.
And I think, I agree with what Val's saying, that Howie Roseman makes most of them calls, not Doug Peterson. I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes with Hurts, so it's hard to answer that. But I mean,
they have nobody sitting behind to bench him.
Right, that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You drafted, not because, but you drafted Hurts in the second round, so he's a high value pick. He's not ready to go out there and run the offense. Do you get him hurt and then have to go back to bring Wentz back in the game, only for you to know that you're probably going to let him go anyway? You don't do that. Now you have no quarterback.
So you're saying Jalen Hurts is Bobby Hoying? Is that? I'm just saying. Is
I'm
that
not
what you're saying?
Bobby Hoying. He's just not ready right now.
Ready yet?
Mm-hmm.
He's not ready yet. Okay, a lot of players play when they're not ready yet, man. I'm just saying, if he's not ready yet, Carson Wentz
But what does he need to
is a shell of himself. Carson Wentz is. Oh my God, I don't even know what else to say.
I mean, he's not the Carson Wentz from 5 seasons ago.
Yo, not the
You're right.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. Do you really want to bring in a inexperienced quarterback with this coach that down 21-17 goes for 2?
What is that even about, bro? Why does he keep going for 2? I feel like the tide of the game. When we scored, we should kick the extra point. We're down by 3. He goes for 2, and I feel like the Giants took the momentum after that. Like the Eagles didn't look.
He said the computers told him his percentage was better to go for it. The computers told him.
That don't make no sense.
That makes no sense. No
but
sense.
also listen to this. Listen to this theory that I have. Carson Wentz. I'm not saying like I do like Carson Wentz, but I'm a realist. He is a shell of himself. Have you noticed that they have been more reckless with the play calling as far as read option and running him and letting him roll out of the pocket and take hits? Because what they're trying to do, what I think is subconsciously happening, is the coaching staff is trying to allow him to play himself into an injury because they are not allowed to make that call to bench him.
Dude.
If you notice, they opened up the play, let him roll out, and the line and the offensive line has been terrible. It's been terrible. It's ways that you can patch that up to give him a little bit more time. It's plays that you can design to give him a little bit more protection. But the reality is, I think that it's a conspiracy theory that they're trying to allow him to play himself into an injury.
That varies, bro. That the offensive line plays well at times. It's Carson Wentz that's the most consistent thing that doesn't play well at all. That Dallas game where he took a sack, he rolls to his left and gets punched in his mouth. Like, what was that? Like, what are you doing? He can't pick up basic things in an NFL game that you need to be able to pick up on. He can't pick up a regular blitz. He can't pick up a blitz. He has no clock in his head. He has no touch pass. Everything's a bullet. And his deep ball is just not even existent. And then everyone's like, oh, well, these guys suck. When you look at Nelson Aguilar, who goes out and he has like the highest completion for a receiver in the league, is because Carson Wentz doesn't throw a catchable ball. It's Carson Wentz, man. Like, Alshon Jeffries was secretly saying that he sucked. It's nothing wrong with admitting that you made a mistake. And I feel like they admit that they made a mistake when they drafted Hurts. But we're in the first year. This is the first year of that long-ass contract extension. Like, they made a mistake, man. They made a mistake.
Well,
He's not the guy.
And they made another mistake in the first round this year, though. The guy from Minnesota, from LSU, is like 100 yards every game, and the Eagles got Rager, who's barely involved.
Yeah, I know. But is he barely involved because Carson Wentz is the quarterback, or is he barely involved because he sucks?
I think he's barely involved because of it's a multitude of things, man. It's a multitude of things. I mean, because that kid, what the fuck is his name? The tackle, the guard, he's terrible. Like the guy, what the fuck is his name? Herbig, not Herb, not the other dude. He's terrible. The dude Isaac Petta or Sua Petta, he's fucking terrible. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm not making excuses for Carson Wentz because he's fucked up on a lot of passes and a lot of decisions. But sometimes you got to think about it. These guys is in his face. It's running backs that can't pick up blitz coverage.
At all. Yo, but I'll say this. Miles Sanders did a great job on blitz coverage yesterday. I mean,
he's their best back as far as picking up coverage. What's his name? Boston Scott is too small, so he's not in the game.
You can still be small. You can
plays
still be
that
small
has
and
to be
still be
play
awesome,
action and pass
bro.
coverage.
But you can still be small and still pick up blitz coverages, man. Like Brian Westbrook was the master at that. Like,
no, I know that. I'm just saying this guy is not what he does. And Corey Clement just fell off the face of the fucking earth.
Scored a touchdown yesterday.
But it's a multitude of things, man. Because I've watched it, and it's like at times you got guys like Arcega Whiteside who can't get off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a bad pick. That's a bad pick.
Greg Ward is good, but once they get the scheme on him, Greg Ward has trouble. Greg Ward never will get you any yak, ever. He is a possession receiver, and if they jam him off the line, depending on the defense, if they play bump and run, he's pretty much out of the play.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's a multitude of things. So Carson might not even be – his first read might be him. But if he's jammed off the line, now I got to lock in on another read.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a multitude of things, man. It's you gotta when sometimes you gotta use what you got to get what you want. You know what I mean? And if you know that you can't throw the ball down the field because these guys is covering everything in front of them and not letting nothing get behind them, and the run is working, why not run? Boston Scott ran a 50-something yard touchdown and ain't touched the ball not two more times after that. What the fuck are y'all thinking?
Yeah, that was bad. That's bad, man.
What are you thinking?
Boston Scott just jumps off the screen, man. Like he I'm not saying he's a star, but he's what Corey Clement used to be.
He's a firecracker. He's a firecracker that teams that every team can utilize. You know what I mean, here and there, and it's a lot of things, man. And our defense is terrible, man. Like,
oh my God, horrible.
This guy,
horrible.
Like, let's be real. The offense put up points against the Giants. Granted, it's the Giants, but the defense couldn't stop shit. If
Boston Scott was on Kansas City, the Raiders, New England, he would be used the right way, but he's not used right here.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right, man. Like I could see him as like
star,
almost like a star, like New England used to turn Deion Lewis into, like what Andy Reid turned Westbrook and those guys. What's the guy from Damian Williams into? Like you got to know how to use running backs like that, and Doug just clearly don't. He just don't get it.
So you think it's Doug?
It's Doug, but it's Carson Wentz as well. I mean,
you think it would be different if they had a different head coach?
No, not the head coach. I think that whoever's calling the offensive plays, and then the defensive fucking coordinators is fucking dope as well.
Doug Peterson calls the offensive plays.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. I'm saying, but he's still gonna be the head coach, but he just can't call the offensive plays.
So you think they need an offensive coordinator?
But I also think that we still need a defensive coordinator because Schwartz ain't getting it done, man. He's not.
And it's crazy because everybody talks about they should let Deuce Staley call the plays. But if they say that, like, Deuce Staley is the person who's responsible for the running back rotation, I don't understand how a guy can break a 7-yard carry, a 5-yard carry, and then you pull him out the fucking game. And you don't see him for 3 more plays. Like, I don't fucking – now, Corey Clement scored that touchdown, but what the fuck was he doing on the field during that time?
I don't know.
But you look at other teams in the league, these guys is running the fucking ball 3 and 4 downs at a time and then coming out. You got to have the best players on the field at all times. And if Miles Sanders is suited up to go, then use his ass.
I agree. Yeah. That's
but
right.
They do this rotation shit, and that's why it gives me the whole thought on the inside theory of not allowing these guys to supersede. Because when the last time we had a 1,000-yard receiver or a 1,000-yard running back?
Not in a while.
It's because these contracts, a lot of these contracts are performance-based, and right when a person is about to get there, they take that shit away from them. The only person who they allow to excel is fucking Carson Wentz. Look at Zach Ertz.
And he's not
excelling.
Zach Ertz led the league with tight ends and receptions. He broke Jason Witten record with scoring. He was the number 1 target. He was getting targeted so fucking much. You don't think that he was having bonuses that was going to have to be paid and got paid out? So he made buku money already off of that small contract that he was on. You think they're going to want to re-up his contract right now? No. That's why he had those contract negotiations, and they stopped that shit. Everybody always has contract negotiations. Brandon Graham had issues, and he had to go out there and prove himself, and then they give him this contract extension. Now they get ready to give him another contract extension.
Brandon Graham? I don't know, dog. Brandon Graham looked like I don't know. I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
Yeah, but listen,
he's having a hell of a year. But but what I'm saying is, I guarantee that they won't re-sign him because he's going to be older. But then Howie Roseman made that statement: you grow attached to these players, and this, that, and the third, and blase, blase, blase. When it's time to move on, it's time to move on. But the reality is they don't give these guys a chance to excel past to supersede their contract just for that purpose. That's why he's a salary cap guru.
We should have kept Malcolm Jenkins, man, because we definitely need him.
But they weren't going to pay him.
No, but it was only a couple $1 million. It was only a couple $1 million that he wanted, that they were off on.
Right.
That's crazy.
But it was easier to go out and get this guy from fucking Denver. Listen to this. It supports my theory. It was easier to go get this guy, Will Parks, and sign him for a little bit of money. Go draft this guy, Kayvon Wallace, who's a developmental player, and go get somebody, Joe Smo, and split the time with them.
Mm-hmm.
Versus bringing somebody back, because the reality is, if you would have bought this guy back, you would have had to pay him, and they would have gave him some contract incentive things, and they would have had to manage that. And Malcolm is not. You got to play Malcolm every snap. You got to.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do that. If you look at the amount of snaps that each player on that team gets, why do you think Arcega-Whiteside is in the? He's terrible. I'm probably better than him at receiver. But the reality is they have to play him because they don't want to give certain people too many carries, too many touches. These practice squad motherfuckers, if you give them a certain amount of snaps, they don't become practice squad players no more, and you can't pay them like practice squad players. Yeah, it's like the NBA. Right. The NBA has those 10-day contracts. After a person signs 3 10-day contracts, you got to offer them something bigger than that. They've been on your team for a month.
You're right.
If they start to perform and they start putting in minutes, then it becomes even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's the collective bargaining agreement. You can't just be on a team and just sit back and be like, oh, I'm not da-da-da-da. No, you got to play these motherfuckers, or you got to do certain things. And if you play them for a certain amount of time, they get certain incentives. Certain shit come with that. And some of these teams, it's a lot of fine print in these NFL contracts, man. It's a lot of fine print. That's why you always hear, you don't hear too many of these other contracts where you hear, oh, this person got signed to a contract and they getting paid $3 million a year, but it's based on bonuses. So you like, well, damn, this nigga, like Fletcher Cox, he took a pay cut. You take a pay cut, but it's performance-based. So he going to make it based on his performance. He going to make up the back end of that salary off of if he gets a certain amount of sacks. But if he don't play these many plays, it's impossible for him to get those amount of sacks, so they know they're not going to have to pay him that bonus.
You're right, man. You're right. You're absolutely right, man.
That's the first time I heard
fucked up because these guys is out here risking their lives, but it's just a part of the business, man. It's the business.
Well, that's that. You're right. You guys are right.
I heard that's the first time I heard you say anybody was right when it comes to the Eagles.
Let's
that's a first.
Let's have these guys pick some of these games.
All right.
We're gonna go back to the All-Star Touch Football League.
Well, Eric already picked.
Did y'all do the power rankings?
No, we didn't do the power rankings.
All right, we didn't do that too.
Oh yeah, well let's do that. Let's do that.
Power ranking.
Oh man, I don't even fucking know
at
this point. Who's number one?
Which y'all want to start from the bottom and go up?
We can do that. It might be easier.
It probably is easier to do it like that. But let's start at the top. Who's number one?
Prospect.
Are the prospects
number one? Number one. Camden's number one.
You think Camden's number one?
Even though the prospects beat them?
Camden won, and prospects 2.
Okay. What do you say, Val?
He's going to say Camden. All right.
Of course he's going to say that.
I'm just listening.
All right.
Because I do, well, I think Camden should be number one.
All right. We got Camden, prospects, then Rock Bottom. Then who's fourth? Philip Stakes?
Not after losing to the Hybrids, or not.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I would say that tie helped Steel City. That tie helped Steel City. So Steel City's number 4, and then Philip Stakes. No. You agree, Eric, or not?
Philip Stakes is number 4.
I agree.
You think Philip Stakes is number 4?
Yeah, they're good. I'm telling you, they're good.
Nah.
Yes, they are.
Philip Stakes, the backup quarterback's very good, but the starter's really good.
You just admitted that Philip Stakes is better than Steel City. Like
an
hour ago.
That was before they lost to the Hybrids.
No, that was like an hour ago in the show. I asked you if Philip Stakes was better than Steel City. You said yes.
I didn't say that.
Hey Jeff. I gotta give you a tip. Make sure your guys, are pacing themselves for your doubleheader. Because I focused on that yesterday. I made sure I had guys trying to go one way as much as possible the first game, so we could play the second game at a high level. Because I didn't want everybody to run both ways and then just standing around the second game.
Yeah, burn out. Because luckily there's a game in between for the Braves, but I don't know if it's better to have a game in between or if it's better to just go right into the next game.
In my opinion, it's better to go right in.
Yeah.
Foles is fucked up. He twitching.
Yeah. Foles is he knocked out? I think Foles is knocked out. His
foot is twitching. Oh.
What's he doing?
That same shoulder. You know he got weak shoulders.
Yeah, he do.
That shoulder.
What was that?
Collarbone.
Okay. Thank you for that tip, Eric. All right, we can agree to disagree. So, all right, so you can put Philip Stakes there.
Then Steel City. Then who's next? Ball Hawks?
Well, no. Your opinion should count over mine.
No, Kim thinks it.
I agree. I think Philip Stakes should be over Steel City. I agree.
I don't think so.
I
whatever.
agree with that.
It's all good. It's just one.
Steel City's missing something. Like, I don't know what it is. They're just missing something this season.
No, man. Hold on. Philip Stakes just lost. I know they played a doubleheader. I know they played a doubleheader, and I know they had their backup 6'6" quarterback who played quarterback in the league before.
Yeah.
But still, they lost to the Hybrids.
In the doubleheader, though.
They still lost.
But the Hybrids played a doubleheader too.
The Hybrids played a doubleheader too. No. Steel City tied the Prospects, who was the number one seed.
Steel City's 4-4
last year.
Phillips
last
Stakes
week.
is 7-2. Steel City is 4-4, and Phillips Stakes is 7-2. They just won 7 games in a row.
All right, you shut my mic off.
Yeah,
You're right.
They just won 5 games in a row until that game.
You're right. Shut my mic off. You're right. My bad. Sorry, Phillips Stakes.
Steel City's struggling.
Yeah, Jeff. So what happened yesterday? They punted the ball, or no, we punted the ball to them, right?
Yeah.
The guy catches the ball at their own 4 on Phillips. He tries to lateral the ball back across the field, and he throws it backwards into the end zone, but he short hops the guy, so it's a safety.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So they free kick it to us. We get real good field position. We score a touchdown. So we're up 8-6 now on them because we got the safety. It was 6-0 them. We get the safety at 6-2, and we score. It's 8-6. So then Tony rolls left, throws all the way back across his body like Carson Wentz, and gets picked off and run all the way back for a 2-point conversion. So it's 8-8.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Ah, shit.
Wow. Damn. All right. So where'd you guys take control of the game?
You guys came back for the W, so.
We scored again. We scored again before half. It was 15-8. We kicked to them before the half. He takes like one completion, and then rolls out. So if you remember yesterday, the wind was in your face if you were going from the parking lot into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes one completion, so he's at like the zone 20. This dude rolls out like to the right sideline, and on the run throws one up like 9 miles in the air and all the way to the end zone, like 65 yards in the air. I mean, and into the wind too. But a whole bunch of guys were there, and it just got tipped around incomplete. So I was like, geez, man, like it's not going to be easy today with this guy. But yeah, we ended up going back and forth. They scored, and we stopped them on the point, 15-14. We scored and got the point.
Carted off the field. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, he's in bad shape. No, you're good. Well, we scored and got the point, 22-14. They came back and scored with like a minute left, and they scored a touchdown, 22-20. And then they went for 3, figuring if they miss it, they can get the onside afterwards. So they went for 3, missed that, and then he went for the onside, and we stopped them on that too.
Oh, shit, you stopped the onside kick too?
Yeah, we stopped that too. So.
Wow.
Another round of applause for Hybrids out there.
That's a great win.
He was out there balling.
That's a great win.
So, next up in the lineup either has to go Panthers or GC Irish.
You want to put the Panthers at number 6?
Panthers have 6 games in a row winning. Or GC Irish.
They playing well.
Yeah. It's either Panthers or GC Irish. They're both 6-3.
What say you, Val? What say you?
I think the Panthers are playing well.
I think the Panthers deserve it. They earned it.
They've been on a streak, and GC Irish didn't roll off a streak like the Panthers. The Panthers they've been rolling.
Mm.
All right. What about you, Eric? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the eyeball test tells me GC Irish, but you never know who's going to be there for them. So I'll give the this season's grade so far. I would put the Panthers above just because they've been consistent.
Okay.
All right, so we got Panthers. Then
wow,
the
Panthers are right under Steel City at number 6.
Yo, they're on 6. What is it? They're 6-3.
The Panthers are in the top 8 right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yes, they are. They're in that. Yeah, they are. They're in the top 8 with the all the good teams. So they're doing good. Then I would put. All right, so we got Panthers, GCRs. I would put the Ravagers next.
Okay. I won't argue that.
Then it would go to Ball Hawks.
Ball Hawks are next.
Either. Then we got
Sloth I would put
or
the
Ravens.
Sloth. I would put the Sloth. No, you already. Wait.
I think Sloth.
Were you gonna put the Ravens ahead of us?
Sloth or Ravens.
All right.
Well, you beat the Sloth. So
put the Ravens.
You'd have to put.
They beat Steel City.
Yeah, but you beat the Sloth though.
Yeah, but that was when I had it.
I forgot we got to throw the Braves in there somewhere.
No
excuses. Somehow.
I think if y'all would have had Reed and Sean and what's his name, Eitri, I think y'all would have beat them.
Absolutely.
Beat who?
Personally, watching the game, I think y'all would have beat them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we had Canop, but it just wasn't enough. Like Ron, there's just too many drop touchdowns in the end zone. Like just I don't know, too many people that
and
don't
the crazy
play
thing
offense.
is it's kind of jacked up because Ron, he's serviceable, right? And he's learning as he's learning. And if he would to be the full-time quarterback within another half a season, he would be all right if you give him a couple of weapons and But if he really wanted to dedicate his time to playing quarterback, but he knows that he's not the Braves' actual quarterback, so it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
But I commend the guy. It's not easy to get out there and play quarterback. And he's doing the best that he can do. And I just think if he was dedicated and fully committed to it, he would be okay. And if he didn't have to play both sides of the ball, and he could focus on that, and if that was his everyday thing, he might be all right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Because he made some passes, I'm like, wow, that was a nice pass. Holy shit, that was a nice pass.
Be careful.
And then he just had too many people letting him down, bro. Too many drops.
But y'all was defeated from the time that y'all kicked the ball off. I was watching your players before you got there. Guys was like sitting there wondering because it was like 4 or 5 guys there, and they was wondering. They had the look on their face as if y'all was going to forfeit, like nobody was going to show up. Like I seen
Mike.
a guy Mike.
That was Mike.
Walk
Mike
to his car. I seen him walk to his car, and him and his daughter take the chair and put his sunglasses and the jacket back on and walk to the car. I said, let me find out he bitching. And then you ended up I think another player walked up, and then he ended up coming back out to play or whatever. And I'm just like, they looked defeated before they even, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Besides Ron and the other guy, I think what's his name, Coop.
Yeah.
Ron was throwing the ball around and Coop was catching the ball. Lenny always just chilling, but they looked defeated, and I was just like, damn, and you could tell they knew that probably Sean wasn't going to be there, and it's tough, man. You get defeated. I mean, I've been there before.
Yeah, you could see it in the film. Like at one point, everybody, Tim, Canop, Mike, like everybody's in the end zone with their head down. Like you can see the defeated look on their face.
I know we lost 28-0, but I feel like we played better than I thought we were going to play.
It just came down to too many drop passes in the end zone.
If we make those catches, and I mean, it comes down to hand grenades and whatever they say.
Don't play in offense. That's all.
But I got guys that aren't in the right position, filling in for positions that they're not supposed to be in or not meant to be in. So I mean, that's just the.
But Ron played well.
But you're right. Yeah, Mike was bitching. Mike was bitch. He hit me up, calling me bitching, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the parking lot, bro. He's like, oh, the game's about to start. I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here watching this game, bro. Don't tell me the
other game didn't end yet. It's going into overtime.
Over.
Like it's going into overtime. What do you mean?
I heard him. They didn't even say the 2-minute warning. I heard him say it, bro. I'm sitting out in my car in the parking lot. Don't try to rush me like I'm like not gonna be there, bro. Like I don't know. Some people just I don't know. Whatever, man. But
I think Ron could be something.
Yeah. Let's applaud Ron, man. Ron played well, man. He could be a quarterback.
Never played quarterback. He has a nice spiral. He's accurate. He can scuffle. He can get like when he sees the pressure coming, he doesn't crack. He scuffles, and I think he just needs a little more experience. That's all.
I think that And he don't get down on people for dropping the ball.
No, he doesn't.
Either.
No, he doesn't yell. He's quiet. He's so quiet. I've never heard him complain
He's
about
a humble
anything.
dude, man. He's a good pickup.
Well, I mean, that's because he knows he's not it's not his team. He's not the captain of the ship.
True.
And it's tough sometimes to be a backup and you know somebody else is coming, but that's a tough situation to be. And I just wanted to tell you, like, the guy is, you know what I mean, he's doing his thing, you know, and you keep guys like that around. Yeah. When we're talking about integrity of the league and trying to keep the league going, you don't want to lose a guy like that, you know what I mean? Because the guy, when the guy's fighting with you when you're down and you get a couple of people in there, you still got to treat that guy right, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
You just got to.
We said that earlier. I'm like, yo, for all, like, whatever, he plays both sides of the ball. He's quarterback, like, and he just stepped up. When you asked him if he could play, he said, yeah. Never playing quarterback ever. He just took that role. He plays DB, like he shows up every week and gives 100%.
I didn't want to put that much on him, but he wants to play. He wants to play like that. So, I mean, all right, if you can handle it, go ahead.
At this point, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, but I think if he's gonna play quarterback, I think it's best if he don't play defense.
I agree, but sometimes you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, but all right, let's keep going. We got the Ball Hawks at 9. And you know what, Eric, you did definitely say, yo, Ron was a good pickup for you. You said that when you first saw him out there.
Robert John said that too.
Yeah, like that's a good pickup. That's a good pickup for you.
Especially if Sean's done, like Ron could be good one day. He'll get there.
Yeah, we'll see. All
right, Ball Hawks.
So the question is, do you have a plan for the spring? Do you have a quarterback plan for the spring?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
But you are thinking about it.
Yes, he has been thinking about it.
I'm just trying to get through this season right now, my man. Honestly, that's the truth.
It's been a struggle.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
Not what I thought.
Not just that, but without people showing up, not like the whole burden falls on his shoulder. Not people showing up, financial, everything. Like trying to find people just to come out to the field.
I understand that.
It's too much, bro. You know what? You remember how I felt? You remember how I felt before? I told you how I felt before I came to your team that year. That's how I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? Feeling it.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
the love of the game.
It's not fun anymore, bro. I just want to. I feel like it's a debt. Like it's a bill that I got to pay, and then it's not like it was last season where I was like, yeah, I can't wait, talking shit like, yeah, we're gonna beat these guys.
You're excited to pay that bill.
Now, now it's just like
the reality is you put that money out there and you expect that it's a possibility that you can compete to win that shit back. And now you just put it out there and it feels like I'm just putting it out there just to play football.
For nothing, yeah.
I'm just putting it out there to just get this shit over with, bro. Because at this point, like I just
count down the days. That's all.
You've seen the last of this version, and you know what? Of the Braves. I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking.
They'll never be back, or.
Well, I'm not gonna come back and put a team back in, but I'm not doing it like this, dog.
It's not gonna be this.
It's not worth it. It's not funny. But I'm not saying we can't just jump in the playoffs and actually win some shit. But whatever playoffs we're in, I mean, we don't deserve to be in anything but a C. You know what I mean? We should be. I mean, but if we're gonna be playing the Savages, the Balboas, Washington Township, no offense to you, but you guys and fucking, I guess the best team that we'll be playing is the Sloth or the Ravens.
No, the Ravagers. The Ravagers are down there.
The Ravens.
The Ravagers are down there. The Ravagers are in the bottom.
I don't know how it's going to work. So the bottom 8 versus the top 8.
Okay.
Bottom 8 versus the top 8. I'll take my chance. I'll take my chances with this. Whatever, all those teams.
Well, you know, at the moment, you know, Steel City is in the bottom 8.
Oh yeah, that's true. Steel City is down in the bottom. Actually, and the Ravagers are up in the top. That's right. That is right. Absolutely.
At the moment.
Panthers and Ravagers are up. Steel City is down. And so is the Ball Hawks, truthfully, if you want to keep it real.
Yeah. All right. So,
but
cool.
you know what? When I say, I mean, I agree with what Val said. Val said you can have a superstar team, but everybody needs to accept the role, or you're not going to be good. But what you also could do is you could have a bunch of average players, but if everybody kind of buys in and you have a scheme and stuff like that, you can be a pretty good team.
Yes.
But everybody has to buy in. You probably need to practice or at least get on the same page with some people. Like Ron don't have any practice time. He don't know. He's figuring out these receivers in game. Like that's a tough job.
I said Ron.
Yeah.
Ron.
But
no,
no,
listen, Ron.
Ron's got something. Ron, Lenny. There's a few people on the Braves that have something that like a lot of people don't have, which is heart, which is something that you cannot buy, you can't replace. So certain people like that are unreplaceable.
I mean, Ron. It's not even about like practice. I don't think it's so much about practice. It's just about like. He doesn't even know who's going to be his receiver week to week. Maurice didn't show up this week because he had something. He had a playoff game and it's semi-pro. So, but Knopp showed up out of the blue. Like, oh, shit.
But he's never played with Knopp before. So.
He didn't even know who he was.
Yeah. So it's hard to build a chemistry with a player you don't know.
Like, oh, this is our best receiver. But he don't know that.
Yeah.
He's never played with him.
So right now, to him, the best receiver is Coop and Lenny. Because they show up every week.
And then Lenny didn't even play because Dimitri
He didn't play offense. And Coop dropped everything.
Oh, my God.
It was just a mess.
I don't know what the fuck's up with Coop, yo.
He called everything last week except for the main play, and he dropped everything this week. So, he just had a bad game. But Coop's not usually on offense either, though.
No, Coop's a defensive guy. And then, I don't know. But, listen, let's move past it. Let's go on to the Ball Hawks. Mm-hmm. The Ball Hawks are next, and then we got the Balboas. Hopefully we can get one of those two games.
Yeah.
We might fuck around and lose both.
Like give Balboas their first win of the season.
Might fuck around and lose both. Nah, Sean's coming. Sean will be here.
Can I just say something?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
I just want to say. And we started back at 1.
Right.
Shut his mic off. Shut his mic off.
The rain is not over.
Listen, bro.
The Braves. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe I meant the Braves.
You need to send Martin Luther King mustache a friggin' a Christmas basket, bro, because that's his call. He know what he saw. He let you guys hooting and hollering in his face, dancing, doing the dancing machine. Fucking Craig was doing the MC Hammer, like, yeah.
All right, but listen to this, though. You say, if this, that, and the third happened, blah, 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 blah. The reality is, if they would have scored on that, they still would have had to score on another. They still would have had to get the conversion.
That's what I said. I said that earlier. But let's get to that point.
It wasn't like that.
They robbed both of you guys.
It wasn't like that score right there would have put them over and no time left on the clock.
No, not at all. Not at all. They needed either an extra point.
2 points.
They would have needed an extra point. It would have been another play. But let's get to that another play. Let's not just say it's over just because you guys were dancing and saying that.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. You get an extra play, and you don't know what could have happened on that extra play, so you still have a probability of winning or losing.
Yes.
They just lost beforehand. That's all.
But I just think that play. I don't think he lost that play, bro. Like I watched it 1,000 times. I think he scored. And I think
the fact is we back at 1 now. It's over with now.
Yeah, bro. Listen. You guys will see each other again.
Jimmy said Jim's hating.
Jim.
Shut it. Don't even say nothing. Nobody cares what Jim thinks or says, okay? All right, let's get back to.
I'm not hating.
How are you hating? Hating on what?
I don't know.
What? What are you hating on? What are you hating on?
Pointing out whatever. But it's not even that. Maybe I jinxed the Braves by saying Camden's reign is over.
How do you jinx us? We suck, man. We don't have a quarterback. Our quarterback doesn't show up.
At the beginning of the season, our
quarterback doesn't show up. He lives in another state.
Half the people don't show up without the quarterback.
Our receiver got suspended for belligerence. are guys that are sure-handed. We drop shit. We just aren't a good team.
Then you have your guys who show up who just aren't the best players on the team.
We're not. We drop passes. We just miss quarterbacks. Like we. And then when we do actually play and have guys to show up a little bit,
I said Camden's reign is over. Maybe I meant the Braves.
Yeah, we never had a reign. We never had a reign.
Coulda, shoulda.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Didn't. Don't. Didn't. Well, we suck. I mean, I'm okay with it. I just like I said, like I'm not. I can't.
Accepted it.
I've been accepted that. I've been accepted the fact. Like I don't care if we lose. I don't care if we lose every other game now. Like I'm just worried about if everybody shows the fuck up in the playoffs. That's all I'm worried about. Even if it's the B playoffs, I don't care. Whatever it is, Bill should be handing me a trophy at the end of the season. That's all I'm worried about. I don't care if it's an A, B, C, or D. I want a trophy. That's that.
Tell him you're going to win that D championship.
That's right. If that's what we qualify for, that's what I want.
You're going to play the hell out of that X championship.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care if it's against Washington Township or the Balboas. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I can't make people show up, man. I can't control shit like that, man. Like, I can't.
All you can do is write it down.
The vision of the team that I had never came to fruition.
But listen, you know what's crazy? I was trying to tell you that a couple seasons ago when we had the committee team and we had 4 and 5 motherfuckers showing up, and I was trying to tell you that. You like, so what? You're an elite team. You got that. I'm trying to tell you, you can't predict the outcome of some of the people on your team.
Yo, I'm gonna shut my mic off just because you're fucking absolutely right. I did do that to you, bro. Like, so what? It doesn't matter. You guys suck. Yo,
it's tough
you're right,
when you
bro.
go from 13 and 14 cats to having the same 4 or 5 guys out there.
Yeah, you're right.
And you got other guys on your team that can go play other places. You know what I'm saying? And they left their team to come play. You know what I mean? And then the commitment ain't what it's all supposed to be.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
That's why some of the same people is on the same team.
I got to start over, all over again.
All you do is rebuild, yeah.
I got to start over again.
Yeah, he will.
Get it done, though. You got, like Cheek said, Cheek might have been joking a little bit when he like, I sell you players or this, that, and the third. But the reality is the good guys in the league, they always find a way to get players, and we'll always find people that help you get players. Like, it's people that want to play in this league and they can't get on other teams. They can't get on our team or a certain team because there's so many people or dysfunctionalists. And I'm trust and believe you'll get some people thrown your way. You'll definitely get some people thrown your way.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And it
man.
might not be the greatest people, but you'll be able to get out there and compete and know that you'll have people out there. Like my brother-in-law, he wants to play.
I want dedication, bro. That's all. All I want is dedication, dog.
Yeah, better than what it is right now. I mean, you had your team, and then the coronavirus happened. If the coronavirus never shut down the league before, a lot of things may never have happened. Sean may never have moved to North Carolina, which, you know what I mean? Like that was kind of the end of this. That was the end of everything.
Yeah, that was it.
Now as Sean's gone, you just gotta accept it and move on. And
Sean's not gone. No.
For this season, he's here. He'll be here as much as he can. But for next
there's only
season,
3.
Sean's
we only
gone.
got 2. There's only 2 weeks left.
And playoffs.
2 weeks left. We got a doubleheader, but there's only 2 weeks left in the playoffs. So that's what I said. I just told Sean. I'm like, Sean, if I know this is the end because I know you, and I know you live in North Carolina, and that's a lot for me to ask for you. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know this is it, but let's finish the season, bro. Let's just finish this season, dog. Like, and he's with it. So that's all that matters to me. I don't give a fuck about whatever happens at the end of this. Like, I know you're not here no more, and I gotta go find the fucking another quarterback.
Time to accept it and move on. Yeah.
Finish the season for me. Can you do that for me, bro? And he said, yeah. I got you. So he's going to be here for the doubleheader. and he's going to be here for the prospects, and he's going to, and we'll see where we end up at in the playoffs. I'm sure we're at the bottom and who we're playing like that, but I mean that's all. I just want them to finish the fucking regular season, and that's it. Like, just
we'll count them out next
man,
year.
How are you gonna feel if y'all beat the prospects? You probably gonna be like a kid in the candy store. All of this shit that you talking about, all this and this and that. You probably gonna that shit gonna change.
Bro, no, because it's not just that. It's you kidding me, bro? Everybody on my team wants to beat the prospects, bro. Because
everybody on your team is like the prospects is like the enemy since last season. So it's like they've been dying to get at the prospects.
Like, but we beat them, so they want us. And I talk a little shit.
But you want them to. Your team wants them to.
Because I see them beating other teams, and I don't think that they're all that. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, your team wants them too. Sean just said he's the prospect slayer last week. So
I see them beating other teams.
He wants some.
I'm not hating on them. I'm not hating on them. I'm not knocking them. I realize that they look different. This could be their year. But honestly, everybody's showing up for that game, bro, and that's a fact.
Yes.
Everybody's showing up for that game. Like,
and then some.
That's it. That's all I can say about that. And then after that, it is what it is. It's the Braves as we knew it is done. You know what I'm saying? I might sit down and just become the media, man.
The Braves that we knew it under Sean's reign is done.
And Sean played 2 seasons.
He did. That's what I'm saying. Sean played 2 seasons. Scott played 2 seasons. It's time to move on.
Randy played 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Sean's moving on. Sean moved to another state, and I you know what? Let's applaud Sean. Let's applaud Sean right now. Like he's fucking. He's coming from North Carolina just to play football. I can't knock that. I appreciate it. I need him. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, and this is just the honest to God truth. If I knew that Sean was going to move and wasn't going to play completely every game, I don't think I even would have came into this season and played this season, yo. I would have just sat out or just became a rusher or something on another team. I would have never even put my team in.
You would have been on the Ravengers.
I could have, whatever, man. It doesn't matter.
No, he wouldn't have went to the Ravagers.
He said I wouldn't have went to the Ravagers.
North Carolina during Thanksgiving season to spend the week here to play the next season.
I can't knock it, man.
I mean, you got to give it to him. Like, for as much as everyone shits on Sean, he does. He is dedicated
man, and I appreciate that.
Anyway,
I appreciate
right?
that.
Everybody don't shit on Sean. Don't say it like that. Everybody don't shit on Sean. Everybody just fucks with Sean because Sean talks shit too. Everybody don't shit on him. You know, everybody loves Sean. You know, it's just he talks so much shit that when you talk shit, you got to be able to.
He asked for it. All right, come on, let's finish it. Yeah, he loves it.
He loves it. He loves it. He really does. Like last week, he might have said, "Oh my God, everybody was attacking me," but he loved it because that just means that everybody loved him and cared about him and missed him. Like Sean loves it.
He needs to cut that beard off, yo.
He really does because you guys were doing good before he had beard. I think Cheek said it. Like,
the unlucky beard.
It's the Viking beard that needs to go. The Viking beard in the belly. It's the curse of the beard in the belly.
All right, so if the Ball Hawks are fucking 9, who's number 10? Sloth?
Sloth or the Ravens?
Sloth, Ravens, and then us? Sloth, okay.
I don't think the Ravens are better or should be higher than y'all.
I agree.
I borderline don't think the Sloth should be higher than y'all.
You beat the Sloth. So it should be Ball Hawks.
Hey, man. No. Listen, I'm just saying, dog.
Just because they beat them don't mean that's not really the ulterior, all end all be all. But I just think, granted the circumstances, I think that you guys are y'all neck to neck. It could be either or as far as y'all and the Sloths, but the Ravens, no, there's no way in hell. I don't care if the Ravens beat Steel City or not. There's no way in hell that the Ravens are higher than y'all.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying.
With that. I agree. Totally.
That's all right. So all right, we'll put the Braves at 10. We'll put the Sloth at 11. We'll put the Ravens at 12, and then we'll put
hybrids.
Oh shit! Wait. The hybrids? The hybrids just beat the.
Then we got hybrids, savages.
No, hybrids 13.
Yeah, hybrids 13.
Yeah. You think the Ravens are better than you guys?
Yeah, the Ravens. The Ravens put a better. Yeah, I mean it was in Hurricane Katrina, but yeah.
Hurricane Katrina.
Yo, I picked the Ravens. I picked the hybrids that year. I picked the hybrids that week
too. Said the hybrids always let you down.
I was shocked that the hybrids lost to the fucking Ravens, man. I picked the hybrids over the Ravens, and then they lost 12-0 or some shit like that.
I was pretty sure it was going to be it was 0-0 tie, but they hit a deep pass to score, and then we threw an interception and gave them the ball on like the 5-yard line, and they scored after that. But hybrids 13 is right.
Okay, hybrids 13. Savages underneath that. Savages number 14. The Balboas in the Washington Township. Yeah? No? Am I bugging?
Mm-hmm.
Who should
I
be
know
playing?
that Ravens and Balboa's game. It was a whole lot of fireworks going on. They were screaming loud as shit. I heard them while I was in the car with my windows up.
Wait, who won the game?
Which one?
Well, you know what I will say is the Balboas
24 Ravens.
The Balboas used a different quarterback, and they scored probably as many points they scored the whole season in one game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did they change something on offense?
That's crazy.
I mean, they was playing the Ravens though.
The Ravens beat Steel City and the hybrids.
And the Ravens.
There must have been a lot of going on out there that week.
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, so we got Camden at number 1, Prospects at number 2, Rock Bottom at number 3. Oh man, Rock Bottom at number 3.
I mean, they lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
They deserve to drop down.
To Camden and the Prospect.
Yeah,
so,
they deserve to drop down.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it just sounds weird saying it. Okay,
they've always been number one.
Been number 1 because they're number 1 on offense and defense. Still. Mm-hmm. And then you got Philip Stakes at number 4. You got Steel City at number 5. You got the Panthers at number 6. GC Irish at number 7. Ravengers at number 8. Ball Hawks at number 9. The Braves, I guess. I guess the Braves are on this list. The Braves at number 10. Sloth at number 11. Ravens at number 12. 13, the Hybrids. 14, the Savages. Balboa's at 15. And topping it off, or bottom it off,
the bottom of the 16.
Washington Township at number 16.
All right, so Eric, you might know. If the Ravagers are playing Steel City this week, is it Jim or is it Scott? Who's going to be the quarterback?
No, Scott's done for the year. Scott and I.
Oh, really?
Scott and I threw on this past Saturday, and I felt bad for him. It was a struggle, and he loves playing so much, but he can't throw. His shoulders is killing him.
Because that's what I know we've seen him out there the past 2 games. So when we talked to him against the Braves game, he said he was sitting out for 3 games, which will make him back this week. That's all I was asking. Is he coming back or is it going to gym?
That shit was like Nick Foles.
Yeah, I heard you guys say
gotta
something
come every
about
week and be sitting there like, damn, is he here again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's done. He's unfortunately. I feel bad for him, but he's done. Jim's the captain.
Okay.
How do you feel about that, Eric?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Couldn't play with you, but want to play with, whatever.
No. I mean, Jim. It was a football decision, not
Jim
not
is
a personal
Jim.
decision.
Yeah, we all know Jim is Jim.
Yeah, not personal. Just I get it. I get it.
But back to the power rankings though, real quick. With the Braves, it's tough. Is it the Reese, Sean, Eitri, Kool-Aid Braves, or is it the Anthony,
right.
Baxter, your nephew.
Hey, why everybody
Get on side,
Dimitri.
Get on side, Dimitri. Dimitri, get on side.
Move up, Dimitri. Move up. Yo, why is everybody laughing when they see Baxter on the field? He's got to play the whole game? My God.
Yeah.
This past week, I sat down and like, yo, your shoes are untied. He's like, that's on purpose, so I don't have to go out and play. Coco started laughing like, as long as you got a game plan.
Yo, man, I was still sore from the week before, dude. I wasn't playing.
If I had enough people to
play, I'm not doing it, dog. Like, I don't want to play anymore.
I'm coaching for a reason.
If I'm just gonna I'm not doing it. If I'm going to play, I'm going to play full time, but I can't run a team and play at the same time. It just doesn't work for me.
You can't.
I can't.
I mean, you can't. That's why you had issues last week, because you didn't know Mike was exhausted because you were in the game. You didn't know Mike wasn't rushing because you were in the game.
Yeah, because I couldn't see. I wasn't watching. I was just worried about who I was covering and shit like that. But whatever. I'm not. But if I just play, I'm going to play on somebody else's team.
Coach.
Yeah, I'm just going to play.
Both.
I'm just gonna play on somebody else's team, and then go from there.
You can't play and coach at the same.
But I don't know. Or I should become the media full time.
Go out there and record all the games.
All the
games we want to record.
Barbershop Talk Radio, sports.
Yeah.
Or what you could do is you could just do. You don't have to quit completely. Just try to, assemble a team and then do one season out of the year. You know what I'm saying? Until you can get a consistent, situation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Instead of playing winter, spring, and fall, just do one.
Yeah.
Like the Reflection used to do. They would just play the fall.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
You just gotta get through this season.
With Sean and Carolina, and
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna try to help you get. I'm gonna do what I can to try to help you get some guys. You know what I mean? Get some guys to come over too. So we're gonna try to work this thing out, man. If you can, if you stick around, eventually, if you want to run a team, you'll be able to put together a team. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I appreciate
you'll be able
to
put together a team.
She said I should have came to that barbecue. I would have found a quarterback, a receiver, a fucking.
You would have had 10 new players on your roster.
Oh shit! Chris Paul got traded.
Yeah, Chris Paul went to the Suns.
Who wants Chris Paul? Chris Paul's.
You hear this dumb shit about James Harden wanting to go to the Nets? What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Basketball is just a fucking whatever thing, man.
How the fuck does that work? There ain't enough balls to go around with him, KD, and Kyrie.
Not gonna happen. Yo, I don't like this LeBron James era of basketball, but that's a different time for a different sport, a different day, a different talk. But what else do we have? What else do we have for the All-Star Touch Football League? Yo, okay, so. Going into let me ask you, since I got Eric here now, going into the playoffs, Eric. So it's going to be the top 8 versus the bottom 8. No, the top 8 versus
each other.
So when I put the schedule up this week, I'm going to put the current playoff standings, and I'm going to put like who they have left to play and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to lay it out there. But yeah, the top 8 records go to one bracket, and the bottom 8 go to another bracket. But each team's guaranteed 2 playoff games this year. Because we're trying to make up. Yeah, because there's a winner and loser bracket.
Each 8 teams. So the top 8 have a winner bracket and a loser bracket. The bottom 8 have a winner championship and a loser championship.
So what's he going to call it? The loser bracket?
There's 4 championships.
So when you say each team,
it's a consolation game.
So that's throughout the whole league. So it's going to be like the top 8 play each other, right?
And the bottom 8 play
4 teams play each other. And then the bottom 4, the losers of those games play each other,
for a
and then the bottom 16. No. I mean the bottom 8 play each other, and then the winners play each other, and then the losers play each other. Is that how we're doing it?
Yeah, that's how you get your elite champion, your A champion, your B champion, and your C champion.
Exactly.
Why?
Wow.
You think you're gonna be in the C champion?
No, we're not even gonna qualify for the fucking. We're not even gonna qualify for the fucking.
Any championship?
Any kind of fucking respectable championship. Unless he calls the unless he calls the top 8, the elite and the elite A, and then
the bottom
or the elite junior, or he's gonna call the bottom the A and then the B.
Then you can get a second B championship.
Fuck you. Nah. Yo, shut her fucking mic up. Yo, shut her mic. Yo, get out of here. Go to sleep.
I didn't think you were going to catch that.
Go check the wings.
I didn't think you were going to catch on to that.
It depends on what he's calling it. I mean, I'll take on, like, with my guys, yo, with Kanop, Eitri, Maurice.
But it's going to come down to, is Sean going to be here in the playoffs?
Cool. Yeah. Yo, we don't even, yo, even without Kool-Aid, yo. Without Kool-Aid.
We don't need Kool-Aid with the rest.
I mean, if I got Kanop, Eitri, the team that I had last season, basically.
Sean.
We miss Chris. We miss Chris.
As much of a pain in the ass as he is, you need Maurice. You do. This season, you need Maurice.
This season, like every fucking season.
You don't have a receiver to compare to
Chris.
him.
We miss Chris. Like, the way the whole thing with Chris went down sucks, because I didn't even know that was happening until after it happened. And then second of all,
we didn't know he had an issue with Sean.
I didn't even know. Too late, but he already sat out a suspension for playing on Steel City, and then they let him go play on Steel City.
And came back to your team for one game, and then went back to Steel City.
Like, what the fuck is that? Whatever. Anyway, all right.
So Eric,
you're gonna. Yeah, it was. It really was, because I felt like Chris was my player. I still feel like he's my player.
You fought for him.
I cheer for him, even though I hate on him. Even though I hate on him now.
But that's just
but he's still my player.
Like,
that's still my player.
You went to battle with him when it came
down
to
Chris
it.
never played in this league until he played on my team. Chris was on my fucking team. Chris is my team, my teammate, my player. Yo, yes. That's how I see it. And he's just playing on Steel City. No, for real, bro.
You brought him into this league.
He still wants to play on the team.
It's like Maurice trying to go join another team.
Like, and he did it.
You brought him into the league. And,
Yes. Like, come on. Whatever. But, yo, so how do you think it's going to happen? So what do you think it's going to call these championships, these loser brackets? So it's basically a double.
Loser bracket?
All right. So is it a double elimination only after the first round? So the losers go play in a different playoff bracket.
They play in the loser bracket.
Right?
Yeah. So basically, it goes right to the semi.
Not everybody gets a loss, right? So it's not like, so they
lost,
determine.
But you still play in the championship.
No.
Yeah, it's not like the rock bottom. All right, so all right, here, let's look at the standings right now. Pull up the standings real quick. No, I'll just make a hypothetical.
Versus the Panthers in the first round.
So
Camden versus it would be the Ballhawks.
What, you think the Ballhawks would make it that high?
They're not.
No, they're not even in the top thing.
The Ravagers.
All right, hold on. We can't do it like that.
Right.
Let's just use the power rankings for a hypothetical.
Yes, go
all right, not going off. So it will be Camden versus the Ravagers in the first round, and then it would be Prospects versus GC Irish, and then it will be Rock Bottom versus the Panthers, and then Phil Sticks versus Steel City.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boom. So once Camden beats the Ravagers, and then Prospects beat GC Irish, and then Rock Bottom beats the Panthers, and then Philip Sticks, that could go either way. So let's just hypothetically say Steel City beats so it basically would be the elite playoffs regularly.
Right. So then it would turn out to be Camden, Prospects, Rock Bottom, Steel City, and the battle for the upper championship.
And then
Phil Stakes, Panthers, GCR's Ravagers in the battle for the lower.
For what, the elite
A?
The elite A or the A? What's he gonna call it?
The A.
He's gonna call that the
A. I think it's labeled as tier. It's either tier A or tier 1. I forget what else labeled.
It be A, B, and C.
So it's gonna be A, B, C, and D.
Elite A.
No, it's gonna be elite A, B, C.
Elite A, Elite
No.
A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're gonna win another B championship. Shit.
Add to the Randy Trophy.
Fuck it. I'll put it right over next to that Randy Trophy. I'm proud of it.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah. It sucks that we can't get in that A shit. With the team, I know I hate to say it, and everybody's like, yeah, whatever.
You
Whatever.
Keep blaming it on your missed players. Like,
if we have our guys, I feel like we can beat anybody. I do. I really do.
if you have your committed guys, that's the thing.
But
because
I
without
said that on Facebook.
You said
you did say that
on the league page. I said Braves are dangerous if they have their roster, but you never have your damn roster.
Yeah. You know when the last time week 1 against the Sloth, they had Cooley,
and we had
and Maurice and Etri and Canop and Sean.
No, we didn't have Etri that day. We had Canop for half. He left at halftime. Yeah, he left at halftime.
And the defense fell apart when he left.
And then Coop left at now Coop wasn't there.
Yeah, Kool-Aid and Reese.
I have not seen
Sean.
my vision of this team ever come together.
No, it's never been Reese and Kool-Aid together with Sean and Etri and Canop.
Chris though.
Well,
with
Chris is gone.
I know, but I'm just saying my vision of my team was.
But your vision of your team, Chris was never on offense, and that's what he didn't want.
Yes, he was. Chris was on offense, but
not enough to his liking.
But listen, this is how it was. But even though, because Sean needs to block too. So if you take out the two blockers, it would have been Maurice, Canop, Etri.
Season's not over. Maybe you shouldn't give your game plan away.
That's not a game plan. Shit, it doesn't matter right now. Etri, Mike, and Chris. No, Kool-Aid, Maurice, Kool-Aid, Canop, and Maurice was what I wanted to go with.
They were the receivers, yeah.
And then have Chris as another
backup.
Other Chris and Lenny sub in when Sean wanted to block 2, and then when he didn't want to block 2, put in fucking Chris and Lenny. All right, and then that was it. And then on defense, I wanted Tim,
Canop,
Tim, Coop,
Ron,
and Canop. I almost had that last week.
Etri and Mike as blockers.
But and then as rushers, I wanted to switch it up. Lenny and fucking
Kool-Aid and
Lenny and Kool-Aid at rusher, but it just never happened. And then it just never happened. Just never happened.
It probably never will.
All right, let's pay our bills. Yo, thank you guys for calling in, man. Go ahead. You know the rhymes.
We pay our bills by going to work. But, don't forget, throw some money in the Cash App, Barbershop Talk Radio. Follow us on YouTube, IUN9 space SLIM. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, Barbershop Talk Radio. If you follow us on Blog Talk Radio, barbershoptalkradio.com/YUN9 SLIM 1224. It'll notify you when we're on. You can call in. And don't forget to get a t-shirt, barbershoptalkradiostore.com.
Thank you guys. Yo.
See y'all Sunday.
See you guys Sunday. Shout out to happy birthday to
Since I'm not hating, happy birthday, Jim.
Happy birthday, Mr. Francis. Happy birthday, Mr. Francis.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Hell no. Shut her mic off. Hell no.
I don't have a happy birthday
song. Ain't fucking seen no fucking happy birthday.
I don't have a happy birthday song.
Hell no. Shut her mic off. No, we're not singing happy birthday to that guy.
We fell off his Facebook besties a long time ago.
You're just too rude and hates on people too much. But whatever.
Anyway, so happy
Jim.
Birthday.
Good luck this week. Who did they play this week?
Steel City.
Good luck. Eric, my man, thank you, bro.
All right, take care, guys.
Me up, man. But we're not singing happy birthday to Jim. It's not happening. Not happening. But I would say happy birthday. Yo, good luck this week, man. Yo, fucking good shit, bro. Like I'm
proud of you.
Fucking for real. Let's applaud Eric again, man. And
you know
fucking
because
Bill,
we
man.
underestimated you guys. I'm like,
no, just talking about his team. Just not
I stopped watching.
The team.
Not just that, but I stopped watching. Like, I'm like, Philip State doesn't need any more shutout footage. I really thought they were going to shut you out just like they did the Braves. So I'm like, fuck that game. Like, Philip State doesn't need any more. So I really didn't even pay attention to that game, and I should have. As
an ambassador, I would say, an ambassador of the league. Shout out to Bill as well. Ralph, Kogel, you, man. Just for the whole league as a whole, man. Good job, bro. Just keep up the good work, man. Keep working hard.
Keep the league alive.
Do your thing, man. You're a special dude, bro. And I'm gonna applaud all you guys.
Good fellas.
You don't get enough credit,
thanks, guys.
bro. You really don't, man.
No.
You don't. Neither does Bill, man. I mean, everybody acts like he's the fucking principal of like everything. He's the principal.
Sometimes it feels like it's high school out there.
Like, but he does the best he can. You guys do the best you guys can, and I appreciate you guys, man. Like, definitely.
Yeah, we have to mention the fact that I didn't even know it was Ralph. I had no idea it was Ralph. They came flying off the bench.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yelling, "What? Read the rules! You read the rules!"
Yeah,
and your cheeks is like, "No, you better throw the camera on for this." And I called it at the end of it, and I didn't even know until like 2 quarters later that it was Ralph. I had no idea it was Ralph.
He was dressed in all black.
Yeah,
he's dressed in all black.
I was looking for him in red, but he wasn't out there in red this week. I had no idea it was Ralph until somebody told me. I'm like, that was Ralph? Ralph out there yelling like that?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But Ralph, I guess they changed the rules.
I'm over at Bill's house every weekend going over the rules or something like that. I know the rules.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good shit, though. Yeah, you know what? I forgot to say Ralph, too, man. Ralph as well and running this league, man. You guys do your best. Like, I know you guys can't control these refs, man, but... Or the people, but you guys do your best. And that's all we can do as a human race, goddammit. Like, just do our best in life.
You guys are good dudes. That's
but
all
you guys are doing fucking a hell of a job, man. I mean, I just love to see this shit continue and, you know, hopefully everything keep going smoothly, but I just feel like these guys got to do a little bit better, you know. That's all.
The rest.
They just got to do a little better, man. Or
got to do a better job. They just got to do a better job.
Pretty much, man. Just do the best they I'm sure they do the best they can, but at the same time, sometimes they just got to do something.
No, you can't say they're not biased out there sometimes.
They are.
But
it is what it is, you know. That's all I can say. Like, but I like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for calling, Eric, man.
See y'all on Sunday.
And I will see you Sunday, man. Good luck this week. Good luck for this week.
You too, man. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Let me see.